the first pick. But I mean, obviously both teams have done this before, so it's also something they just believe in.
I mean, I'm leaning one move here draft-wise. VP, they've definitely been a strong team in these qualifiers, but this entire draft has not filled me with joy. Definitely a Sigma moment. Maelstrom is being spammed out in the old chat. And no early smokes either. Both teams just walking out the fountain, getting into their lanes. Maybe a late smoke coming.
Yeah, we might have a smoke being popped soon. The AA has one ready. Similarly on the other team, one move have smoke over an Enchantress.
There's a lot of tips.
Yeah. Teams are obviously happy and cheerful with each other. Little tips trading.
And pretty much the same time they hit the smoke button.
Yeah, but we see a difference in that 5 people for one move are going around. Actually, Tiny splits up. But Virtus.pro are more holding defensive. Look, all of them are hugging high grounds. Morphling is trying to block this rotation as well.
Isn't coming. Earthspike starts. Void Spirit gets his remnant onto the morph. And Nande, he's dropping low here with a cold feet on him. He's trapped in place. EMP. That's annoying, but it's not going to stop the morphling from dying.
Bonus kills.
Gets the first blood, and they're looking for the bonus kill on this Enchantress as Tiny rotates in to get a double kill for Mag.
Wow, what a start for Magnus. That's really amazing.
3 bounties for VP, but double first blood for Magnus. That's huge.
Yeah, enormous.
Okay, I thought maybe Tiny would have tossed there.
Yeah, no, just tree grab. Not gonna be able to do anything, but that does give no talisman and a magic stick for the Magnus on his offlane, so can be happy to have extra stats.
A huge start for him. Tiny versus Invoker, and Tiny's always going to get these early last hits, so there's attack damage. And Invoker, still kind of level 5, level 6. Wraithband, wand, stats, becomes very annoying and trades you out of the lane. Tiny has to start thinking about like getting bounty runes and rotating.
Exactly. The Tiny is very good at clearing creep waves though, so at level 5 he can start nuking the creep wave down very quickly. Because standing in lane and trading against Invoker will be difficult.
Ooh, Lion. These hits from double ranged heroes hurt. Tried to deny himself to the trolls. But Enchantress and Morphling just chase him down.
Yeah, getting a little bit too out of position. I'm surprised he died since he didn't have enchant or waveform, but just got too close.
Yeah, level 1 death's kind of a rarity nowadays. Magnus, level 2. I think they've not got enough to kill the Enchantress there after a Lion stun.
Just messing with her a little bit. Allow himself to get the pull. And we'll take one of the creeps.
Irritating. Nande's going to come and get some denies. Last hit, finish it off with the adaptive strike even. Oh, wow!
Oh, boy. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. Not even needing a hex? I mean...
Click morph? What is it, like 350 HP or something? What was he shifted down to?
Either that or magic stick, you know? He had 10 magic stick charges.
Yeah. I guess that's what happens when you get stunned. You can't use anything.
Yeah. Just got caught on way too low HP. He comes back, morphs even lower. Let's go. 250.
Dear me.
It's a Morphling player's moment, you know? It happens to the best of them.
Again, it's a 1 per game kind of thing, right? Or one per day, hopefully.
Yeah, I wonder how often you get allowed to do it.
What's your quota? Depends what team you're on. Yathro's quota is 0.
Yeah. Get kicked immediately.
No mistakes. Or like Satanic is sitting on a chair in the corner.
Definitely a machete moment.
This is one of the best offlane Magnus starts I've seen in a long old time. Last hit wise, he's not shining super hard, but he's got a bunch of kills already.
Yeah, he's definitely off to a nice start, as you mentioned, and gonna keep farming here, having the points in Shockwave. Bottom lane, they did a pull, so using this time to dive.
Left the creep wave, but that's a nice Void Remnant. Catches the axe with tower aggro on him, gets some damage onto the axe, but the turnaround, the spins and the flame break. Oh, he's dead. A Batrider finishes him off. That glyph on the creep wave very nicely utilized here to dive. And I look at this so bad Ancient Apparition as a bonus kill. Pops his magic stick, turns and hits the bat, but the damage is done. A double kill for this bottom lane. Batrider nearly dies. The wolves.
He wants to die. Yeah, he's like, I should really go base. No mana, no HP. Time to reset the resources.
The strength of the axe against the melee hero.
I mean, that was beautiful flame break as well. Pushing Void Spirit back into the axe so he kept spinning and dealing damage to him. They coordinated that really well. Also using the glyph to dive on the tower. Something I always like to see. Teams recognizing when they can get away with something aggressive like that.
And all of that off of a small camp pull, you know?
Yeah, pulled at the wrong time. I mean, double creep wave coming in and they did a small camp pull. Actually, was it Batrider who pulled it? I didn't see. Maybe it was Dire who pulled the creep wave.
Might have been. Now Bat makes a move across the mid, guarding these water runes early on with the Enchantress up at top, and kill the Lion. So Tiny's lane now made much harder by these dire supports. So, again, it's kind of, you know, we don't have roaming support anymore like the old Plus Earth Spirit, but we do have these Enchantress and Batriders who are kind of floating, stacking, pulling, lurking in the shadows, and able to play across the river.
Yeah, and that ruins his bottle essentially now, so he's gonna play without mana for a long time, and mid lane is not getting any easier. The Invoker is right-clicking really hard. Fighting against him with no mana is not really possible for Tiny.
Oh, that's painful. Oh, yeah, 2,000 net worth now. Invoker starts to take the lead with a 300 ahead. At least the Tiny's unlikely to die. He's just going to suffer in silence. And bottom lane, much more of a frantic place for one move to play. TP coming in from this Lion, looking to try and alleviate some of this pressure. Stobad gets a bunch of sticky on him. And noticed even at half HP, he looks pretty comfortable here just to keep playing out this lane.
Yeah, very aggressive. He has Enchantress coming in as well behind. Has the Wild Wing Ripper. Tower Dive coming in.
Another Ether Remnant there onto the axe. Damage coming through quickly with a Blood Grenade, and the Void Spirit's final hits. Even with a Hurricane from the Wild Wing, Enchantress couldn't save the axe, but they do get the trade kill onto the Lion.
So 1-for-1, but you lost your offlaner, so pretty good trade for one move. Gonna be happy with that. On the other hand, though, you could say that Morphling solo laning against the Magnus should be having a good time. Meanwhile, he is topping the net worth, or topping the last hits. So of course, Magnus with all the kills topping net worth.
Yeah, he's right up there. And this is one of those lanes that we very often see in draft. Oh, hang on, bottom. Is this Void Spirit dead? The axe and the bat? They've got a bit more. Nah, he's got one charges and a Lotus to play with.
Still
Brace
five
Void
flying.
Spirit. Still over the top of him. Jumps to the right. Oh my god, that Dissimulate isn't enough to save him, is it? The Batrider's got his number. A dominating problems bat. VP, this bottom lane. Real issues for one move.
Yeah, turning to go in another AA as well. 10
Band-Aid?
seconds for Void Spirit. Oh, pushed him the wrong way, I think. Call was available. If you pushed him to Axe, I think he reaches.
So bad back to Fountain.
Still, this is gonna give Axe level 6 almost as well. Killing the creep wave. Bottom tower falling quickly.
The hard bottom lane now for this Void Spirit. Just going to drag the wave away from the tower. Try his best.
Yeah, he's got the wave, but Axe is after him. This is not the best place to be as Void Spirit.
Look, where are you going? Can't go left, can't go right. Does it dissimulate up?
Yeah.
That's the only way he's got left. Get through the Twin Gate, buddy. Help is coming. Lion is on his way, so's the Tiny. Okay, they've got to bring heavy artillery to save this Void Spirit. And Enchantress going to use this opportunity to run away.
Axe TP's out. TP's to the Ancients. That is so nice. Playing really aggressively, forcing a ton of rotations. Now Tiny is awkwardly down here, but doesn't really want to take the farm away from Void Spirit. Axe goes and clears a big camp, and meanwhile Invoker looking to join bottom.
Yeah, so Invoker gets a free lane mid for a little bit. He's like, okay, they failed their rotations. Now they're all stuck down bottom. I see the Tiny. I'm going to go straight on him here. With Bat and Enchantress nearby. An Avalanche cross back. I mean, Tiny's tanky, so he's bought enough time for maybe his teammates to arrive and turn onto problems. As the Batrider does get looked at by this Void Spirit, but they're also low level. There's no ulti or anything from the Void Spirit, but a toss will make the difference. Noticed arriving with his axe is level 6, so if he finds an opportunity, could cull someone down. Currently, though, one move all pretty tanky here.
Toss still does a lot of damage if Tiny is able to throw someone in. Doesn't look like we're gonna connect here though. Squadix gonna get the haste rune.
What a funny engagement. Everyone and their mums in that bottom jungle and one hero dies. That's good for one move, I guess.
Yeah, I think they're pretty happy that it didn't escalate worse than that. Tiny shows his value, just being insanely durable.
Still going to come back down bottom, those Squadix. Want to continue this pressure on the Void Spirit, who is now out of resources after spending his wand. Dissimulates back into them. Looking for a turnaround go here onto Squadix.
Oh, he's so close to level 6, but he can't get it. Creeps
is that what he was trying to hit level 6 off the creep wave that was coming in?
Yeah, he was trying, but they kept the creep wave out of the tower, intentionally actually, keeping it away, making sure he doesn't get level 6.
Okay. Well done by VP.
Very heads-up plays happening. You could see a creep wave going in on a tower, but he stopped that as well.
And then all of this, I want to come back to that point I was trying to make 5 minutes ago. All of this is like making noise in that bottom right-hand corner. Because so often we look at this Magnus-Morphling matchup as something that Magnus is not able to play. You know, Morphling hits like level 5, spams Adaptive Strike, denies in front of you, last hits the wave, farms jungle, gets free farm plus.
Yeah.
And as VP, they've enabled this lane to happen. 1v1. Morphling's now happy. Magnus, with such a great start, is now starting to be shut down. And you're applying pressure bottom to kind of pivot into pressure on the Void Spirit, who now he has been shut down. And VP have like a masterclass of map movement out of a rough start to lane stage and a rough draft to play.
I think VP have shown extremely good understanding of how to just bully one player. This Void Spirit has been targeted so much, and you know, it is a bit of a weird carry, and a lot of times these odd, you know, non-traditional carries need to have a good game in order to shine. More so than perhaps some staple carries that, even if they have a tough start, they can always fall back on farming. I think Void Spirit is definitely one of those, in my opinion, that he wants to have a good start and get his items.
Oh, he's not getting them right now.
Yeah, and
He's got an Enchantress in his lane, just running at him. Hello.
yes, Axe starts to clear jungle a bit. Has the Blade Mill, working on Blink, 1k gold. And he will have Blink Blade Mill.
Top of the net worth. Morphling just overtook the Magnus as well, with Invoker not too far behind. So VP find themselves out of laning stage with a good 4k net worth lead.
And a lot of that is down to his support, right? We talk about the cores, but look at the support gold difference. 3.3k gold on Batrider and 2.6 on the Enchantress, compared to 1.3 and 1.4 on the poor Radiant supports.
Yeah, poor in every sense of the word, really.
Yeah.
And Bat is combined net worth of both of them put together and some.
Mid, AA ulti available.
Magnus with the RP. Batrider dragged back into the tiny here.
Nice kill.
Down.
Take him down easily without even using the AA ulti, so maybe they can make a smoke move towards the Morphling. However, that ward should have spotted them. The Dire Observer had vision on them as they smoked.
And yeah, you're talking about Ice Blast potentially being available for mid. I've got to correct you there. Ice Blast is only for Morphling kills?
Yeah, that's very true. He's got his eyes on the prize.
Yep.
Get it? Ice.
Ice. Yep. And water. Morphling's water. He freezes. Jump in. Ice Blast. Avalanche toss. Say goodnight.
It worked. Good thing he didn't use it mid. Would have had cooldown.
Yeah, that's perfect. And a tip on Nande as well. That's what you get for first pick in your Morphling.
Go in with the mental damage. That's what you gotta hit him with.
Oh, there's one big move. Catch the Morphling, kill him off. Now, you've got to come back and react to the other 4 VP heroes who are also very farmed and very ready to get up in your face.
Yeah, we see pressure on mid. This Enchantress is going at it.
Away at tier 1. Squadix just behind him. Axe down bottom with a Batrider there. They'll lose their lives on the Axe. Line in the mid lane being chased down. Batrider gets away from engagement down there.
Get out. Mid lane being defended by 2 supports, so tier 1 tower is going to be fine. Axe will respawn and have his blink ready at least. They're waiting. You can see the blink on the courier and the Batrider are both waiting with the smoke on mid. They're like, Mr. Axe, we need you.
Hello. Come join us. They get an initiation mid first on Invoker. Just look at how quickly they can take a hero down with just a jump. They do commit the Tiny though, which means he's out of position slightly. He's got a blink call after blink lasso. RP though, counteracted all. Triple S comes back in. With a finger of death, they've done a good amount of damage, but no further kills just yet. Enchantress and Bat too tanky, and in comes Nande. Turns around onto the Tiny.
Yeah,
Straight
looked
out.
nice.
Mid for mid, but this Lion is the +1.
Yeah, it looked like a nice RP, but not quite enough. Didn't have the damage. So in the end, good for VP. Now invading. Axe looking at that big ancient camp. Ooh. That was close.
Is he going to step too far? Blade Mail's up and turns a bit of damage back onto them, but he has gone a little deep there.
Yeah, just a tad. I mean, it was a blind blink. He just sent it. He felt like
It's
maybe...
that fine line between genius and insanity, right? That's either like a 3-man call with ancients, you get a triple kill plus clear the camps, or you blink in and just die.
That was a classic NV 50-50 right there, Gareth.
It was, yeah. Is it blink at the Roche Pit, steal Aegis and cheese, drop your stick at the exact right time, or is it just die?
Or try and just die doing nothing. Well, can't really blame him for trying at least. It would have been a very nice pick off there. You could get the Void Spirit.
Oh yeah, that would be front page of Reddit straight away. Easy. Instead, he dies, he respawns. Gets back out on the map, and his VP have held this 4K lead for quite a bit. Looks like Invoker playing down bottom. He was protected by the Enchantress a moment ago, realizing there's no teammates nearby.
Well, he sees the AA running up, so something is definitely suspicious when that Ice Cone gets aggressive and runs at you instead of the other way around. And decide to go the other way around, bottom, or through top with the gate.
Squad some problems looking at this Void Spirit though. EMP Tornado, Lasso. Combo of spells is nice and the damage is just about there. Turn around from one move, counteracted again by this Axe blink in. Tiny and Lions and packing, but this Ice Blast is an RP. The combo lands from long range, one move, slam the door shut on them. Problems still might come back in with the Enchantress. The MVP's a VP so far. Slay the Tiny. And a very back and forth fight where it looks like one team's going to get the upper hand. Tips on its head. Straight down to the underworld. Tiny, Void Spirit, and Lion for an Axe and Invoker. Who came out on top in that?
I have to say, I really love these Axe calls into immediate RPs. The Uno reversal is happening immediately.
Yeah. Like every fight is the Parts of the Caribbean ship, you know, turning upside down when the sunset turns green. Flash of light and everyone's suddenly sinking. No idea what's happening. Like Lion now being chased down bottom. Morphling Invoker and the Enchantress around him, but there's an Ice Blast to be thrown in. Magnus with a Tiny playing on this Morphling. He doesn't have
clip him
Shatter
though
on him, so he's able to shift into strength and turn random fights. So Nande gets a double kill. Looks for the AA. A big streak from the Magnus picked up by him as well.
Oh, huge, getting so much value, turning into Lion as well. First picking off the Lion, then using that stun and hex.
And that's what happens when your Ice Blast doesn't land.
Yeah,
the Morphling just owns you all.
It's either feast or famine always. The AA is all about that crisp execution if you can get the connection. And just barely, they didn't clip him. On the bright side though, the Void Spirit has finished the Battle Fury, so he's starting to clear Ancients much faster. Gonna look for some tier 2 neutral items for his team.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Levels in power. Do you have Battle Fury and poor Lion?
It is maxed out.
I'm saying poor Lion, I thought he was being gone on. He's the one fighting back.
Just going for it. Lion almost has an entire blink, by the way. 400 gold, and he'll have his. Batrider though already has his and gonna kill Lion, slow down his blink progression.
Finds a little snipe. Yeah, so treads on Batrider. I've seen a couple of these position 4s going treads over the Tranquils or Arcanes or just brown boots. I've seen a lot of brown boots into blink.
Yeah.
What's the idea behind it?
I mean, in general, Batrider hits really hard if he's allowed to just have a little bit of attack speed. And he also is going for the Dragonlance in this build, so he's committing a bit. He's gonna go for the Hurricane Pike build. It's just sticky napalm. I mean, it adds tons of right-click damage. Not to be underestimated. I still think I prefer Tranquils into drums, because this means he's going for a no-drum build. I'm a big fan of drums, and right now it looks like nobody on Dire is going to make one. But I see merit to this build as well. It's not bad.
More damage.
Yeah.
More reliant on kind of chasing and hitting than just dragging.
Yeah, exactly. You get auto attacks in wherever you can. So, I think you do the same thing with drums, like Tranquil drums. So for just a little bit extra gold, you basically get better effect, I feel. And you buff your entire team, which is more what I normally look towards from the supports.
Yeah, because we saw Eki do it. But that was... Like, I don't know, he got Shard. He went Brown Boots Blink, and then he got Shard, and then he bought Treads. And we're like, oh, he bought Treads because he had Brown Boots and he got Shard, you know, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he has the Shard on Batrider as well. He purchased it, so early Shard purchase to have the extra sticky napalm. You do a surprising amount of damage if you last someone and auto attack the entire time with Batrider instead of moving someone.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
One move, 10k down. Looking to play through this Tiny. Shield Rune. Blink ready. VP also smoke by the sidelines here, and Batrider smoke breaking. Dire Vision on the Lion. An easy pick off into potentially more. Tiny chucks the avalanche at them. Problem still facing forward with a blink call from Axe. They've got this Tiny all locked up with Squadix, bringing the damage after killing so bad Ancient Apparition. Magnus is here. He wants the Invoker back into the Void Spirit. Looks to get the catch on Squadix, and it should be a good one with the Finger of Death taking him down, but they've lost a lot in the meantime, and a follow-through is there again from Noticed and Nande. Circus Call, Orphlink damage, Triple S Magnus, Foster RP to catch the Axe alone. And where is this Ancient Apparition with the Ice Blast? Still not being thrown out yet. Doesn't have the control of the stuns to take out this Morphling. As Nande just waveforms over the Lion to shred him, and Notice finds the AA. The double buyback under his radiant support sent into diebacks.
Oh boy, one move, just dropping the ball here. AA getting picked off to begin that fight is already why it went so poorly, but then not having the blink yet on Lion, it's hard for him to get the initiation they want, especially when Tiny gets locked in place. They just keep spamming sticky napalms on him, cold snap him, and he was locked in the same place, could not at all move in any way.
Really rough for one move, who are meant to be, or you know, they were dreamed to be the teams making the first moves, getting initiations through Tiny and Magnus. Unlock the strength of this Void Spirit, but it has been VP pretty much every step of the way, getting into position first and being ready.
Yeah, losing their tier 2 mid tower definitely hurts this early on in the game. They still have stuff to fall back on. I mean, they have Battle Fury and they have the Empower on Void Spirit, so he's gonna work towards an S and Y. Don't strike a little bit off the mark. Nice attempt though.
Oh, hell yes.
Well, things are definitely starting to feel pretty rough, mostly due to the support difference. This Batrider, he has overtaken Tiny by 2,000 gold. Tiny is non-existent this game.
Yeah.
We talked about how Void Spirit was being targeted early on, but we have not seen anything really from difference this game.
Tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Gets tipped as well.
Then the Edge tips him as well. Lago, what are you...
Oh no.
Salt in the wound.
He's already feeling... He's tipping him because he's about to take over him as well. 1,800 more gold. The Enchantress is coming for your position.
God, he's so poor. And Magnus, who got, what, like 3 kills before Creep spawned? He's suffering as well.
Yeah, I mean, these fights have been horrendous for them, especially the last fight. It was so disastrous.
They smoke. They play together. That's the way out of this hole. Play towards Roshan, which VP are currently sat at. And try and get that surprise initiation. Yeah. I don't think VP are going to willingly give it to them, though. Bat is hiding to break smoke. Invoker is already tucked behind to be with the rest of the team. They have spotted the Batrider here. That's the way out of this hole. Play towards Roshan, which VP are currently sat at. And try and get that surprise initiation. Yeah. I don't think VP are going to willingly give it to them, though. Bat is hiding to break smoke. Invoker is already tucked behind to be with the rest of the team. They They have spotted the Batrider here. Blink initiate and blow up Problems, who's dead for 50. A VP the choice to play without the bat and play aggressively with his Axe Blink call. Forces the Void Spirit just astral step away.
Yeah, without their Batrider, feels like they don't really have the chase. Just gonna back out. Batrider, by the way, is 11, 4, and 5. Problem's just playing a really strong game so far. Also, I should say he had the Dragon Lance queued up, but he changed his mind when Witchblade instead on the Batrider. It's more slow and damage.
Stealing a Roshan like that.
Yeah, that's very cheeky. The Sunstrike scouts it. Axe is running.
What are you up to, boys?
Axe is not going there. They're accepting it.
Just letting them have it. First Roshan for one move. That's a little way back into the game.
It looks like it's a free Roche, but at the same time, all lanes were being pushed out by VP at the same time. But still, 15,000 gold lead and losing Roche there. On the back of the Batrider dying.
Gotcha.
Word gets pinged out.
Dire are scanning.
One move already fully evacuated.
Even with the Aegis, you don't really want to fight. This is just way too much farm on the side of VP. Morphling has Eye of Skadi complete. The Axe has a BKB. Or we talked about the Witchblade on Batrider. And Pipe is just about to be done on the Enchantress. 100 gold.
Super scaling supports. Let's freaking go.
Yeah, they're huge.
Dire's middle tower is under
And on the other hand, two supports hardly even add up to one Enchantress net worth.
A little sad the Enchantress isn't going Eternal Shroud though.
Yeah, it was interesting to see.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
It was an item choice that happened in a previous game. Going for the pipe. Yeah. Gonna give a lot of auras to the team.
Yeah, I think when you have Morphling in your team, it's so nice to get Pipe, extra magic damage block. It's the main way to kill Morphling is dealing magic damage. Also enjoy seeing Morphling with 2.3k barrier from the shield rune. He morphed full to strength and then took it.
Very nice.
Of course, time's out now though.
It's also been a nice shift seeing offlaners not buy auras and supports start getting them now. Now offlaners can be more free with their item choices, and BKBs and blinks make the game more fun. And supports can be like, yeah, I'll buy the auras.
Or they just go straight for a shroud. It's not fair.
Yeah, all that.
Oh, he's responding to us. He's listening, Gareth.
Straight in the VMix. Injecting English casters for some reason, not listening to the Russian ones or whatever. Yeah, one move kind of pushed back into their base. Even with Aegis, this is very much a recovery, farming Aegis. Get what you can, where you can. And it's only the Void Spirit that has this freedom, right? The other four heroes are kind of like, yeah, hold hands together.
Yeah, they do not want to get picked off. They're respecting the Axe and his kill potential a lot. Same with Batrider. Like, either of them could initiate, and just a global Sunstrike could be a kill. We do see a move now. Might smoke up. They've already de-warded a lot with the gem. Do they actually have a smoke? They don't have one, I think. It's coming up now on the AA Courier.
You're gonna have to forgive me. Aghanim Scepter. Alright, Aghanim Scepter Void Spirit's the two resonant pulses. Silent.
Yeah, and silence. But not if it's in the backpack. There we go. He moves it in.
There it is. That's not a hero I see much of. Lion. He spotted the Enchantress. And you've got the damage. Bring her down relatively quickly. A swift move in. A kill and a tower. Another step towards success by one move. You know, a little taste of it in the Roche pit. Had that appetizer.
Yeah, they have 90 seconds where Void Spirit is really, really strong. And I think VP have no intention of giving an easy fight. They're just going to keep split pushing for now. Keep farming. They're building their own items.
Axe just bought Boots of Travel. Kinda,
yeah, they want to play big
it.
map. So Invoker is looking at the Wisdom rune. With the travels on Axe, they could suddenly be there with 2 heroes.
Dire are scanning.
It feels like Big Map has been the plan since the draft, right? You know, we talked about the struggles of VP meeting head on in a 5v5, looking at the big team fight combos one move have. But if you play this kind of old school style, right? Old school split pushing where you're legitimately out on the map shoving multiple waves and just dodging this one move side. All the team fight spells are like, when was the last time we saw an RP?
Yeah, that's true. It's like, I don't know, 7-8 minutes since the last RP. Been quite a while.
Don't even know if Magnus knows how to use it anymore.
You forget. Yeah, he's just been farming, pushing out lanes.
Might get caught here. Noticed. Pushed back by the Void Spirit. He's going to come in and de-ward though.
Good kill on the ward. Notice feels brave. He has the Cloak of Flames as well. Not a bad item to have here. Get extra magic res. And now one move sort of dipping away from the areas of contests. As they don't have Aegis anymore, it's timing out in 5 seconds.
Radiant are scanning.
And VP, you can tell that they've been waiting. They just rush in. They're like, right now, Aegis is dead. Oh no. Lion.
Any more stuns? Oof. Quite.
Last
Last one, the AA though. Oh, he's dead for 40. And like Nande's clapping like, yes! AA's was that a gem as well? AA's dead and a gem? Woohoo!
Yeah, that's Gem going the way of Batrider. So goodbye to your vision. Probably gonna find this ward immediately. Ah, didn't see it. A little bit too small vision.
Goodbye to your chances of killing the Morph cleanly in the next fight.
I mean, the chances of killing Morph cleanly are disappearing by the minute. He's getting so much farm. All this, you basically rely completely, like you said, on the AA to bring him down.
And then back to Big Map for VP. Invoker goes back, Wisdom Rune, farm through, push lane, grab Lotuses, clear Ancients. While the rest of the team kind of sits in the Radiant Ancients, holding that high value area away from one move. The Void Spirit has to farm the outer ring of jungle camps on the left. Maybe push out this top wave once?
I mean, they're so clumped on the side of one move. It's difficult. Lanes are just shoved really far. And meanwhile, VP are farming their own Ancients, using their own jungle, and also threatening to go for ganks. They don't see Batrider. They don't see the Axe anytime. It makes it hard for them to go out.
It's very congested over here. The stuffy
travels.
sinus of a Radiant side of the map. Need to blow your nose. Get out of here. Some violent action like a sneeze.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that cancel on the lasso with Resonant Pulse and the blink away from the tornado by the Lion. Quick reactions out of one move to escape certain death, but death follows. No matter who you are, where you live, death is coming for you. And that lasso is going to secure it on the Void Spirit.
Beautiful catch still. So even though he had fast reactions at first, I feel like he could maybe have gone out if he just dipped out quickly with a double jump. Double jump, dissimulate, but stuck around.
Oh, is Axe going Kaya Yasha? Yasha Kaya? Kyasha?
Is he?
Yeah,
Yeah, Kaya indeed. So Kaya Sanj looks to be the combination for him.
I thought he was going to like improve the cast speed of Berserker's Call. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Quick call. Yeah, he wants to match the speed of the axe.
Yeah, oh, never mind.
Dire are scanning.
Oh, Tiny, he's picked up a couple of items. He's not looking too poor now.
He's not
But he's
behind
still-
the Batrider anymore. In the bright
he's
side
still
of things.
Quite far behind the Morphling, but everyone is.
Yeah, Morpheus starting to enter his own dimension of farm. 22k, the only one to break the 20,000 net worth mark.
One of the only beings that has escaped the event horizon of a black hole.
Yeah,
Morphling's farm rate.
exactly. Just out farm it. And any item can, or any situation can be solved with items. Just get enough of them.
Yeah. Who cares about the speed of light or quantum physics?
Indeed.
Or
Only
space in general? A load of space. There's nothing there.
only space Morph cares about is a space to farm.
Ha.
Oh, he's looking at that lion. He has vision on him. And yeah, that's a magic trick for you.
Watch me make this pencil disappear. And that was actually a full-grown human being. That was a humanoid living creature.
A humanoid called Lion. He was confused to begin with.
What is he? He's a demon witch, right?
He's spawn of Satan, some version, yeah. He's a demon witch is his title, yeah, that's the true title.
Is he like Doom's brother?
He's been to hell and back, Gareth.
Oh yeah?
And back to hell.
Oh really?
And back.
Again?
And again.
What a guy. He's been on some journeys.
He's got the frequent traveler program.
He's that guy, like, in the 60s, he bought, a Delta pass for 50k for unlimited free flights. And they're like, dude,
Just
no,
flies
that's
every
enough.
day.
We're going to cancel your subscription. Oh, tiny smoke breaks. Blink initiation on the bat. That's decent. But where's the follow through? It's the Lion and the Magnus. Catching with a RP onto the two supports, but Nande has complete freedom to do whatever he wants. And with notice, that thing is kill enemy heroes. One move. I've lost 3, 5x in the line, and the death of the Void Spirit. Very close to signaling the end here as the Berserker's Call stops the Tiny from TPing. And VP with another clean fight and an ultra kill on the Morphling.
That was a gamble from one move. They went on the supports. I don't think you can go on the Batrider and the Ench like that. Because if the rest of the heroes are nearby, you absolutely just lose that fight. You have to go on the course. There's no way you ignore the Morphling and the Invoker. And they're just rushing in. I think they're gonna end with Void Spirit. They're not killing the melee racks.
Yeah,
They want to give the Empower, the Glyph back.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Okay, they're pacing themselves a bit. They remember it's not a random pub. It is a competitive game. Let's play it out. Finish the lanes.
I can finish those buildings off.
Radiant structures are
I mean,
fortified.
Morphling with Empower as well was just shredding in that fight.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. You can't just RP to support. You've got to have not just a core. You've got to have Morphling in the RP.
I mean, Ench is such a sad support to focus always. You know, it's a pipe Ench with Solar Crest and Vambrace. Like, it's the biggest bait.
And untouchable. Just, like,
She didn't even die. None of them died. You know, like.
I don't know what to say. VP, 33k lead. It hasn't felt like outside of the what 2 times one move connected their combo nicely and cleanly. Just those 2 opportunities in 35 minutes.
It was like in the first 10 minutes too. It was really early. We haven't seen anything really work for a long time now. And how much of that
danced around them?
Yeah, Magnus looking for a pullback, doesn't get it.
Yeah, you go on the Ench and you miss.
Probably good for
Roshan
you.
is alive.
Probably worse if you connect it. Go on Ench and just get killed again.
Probably, yeah.
DD Morphling says, I'm gonna go Roshan, just take it.
Radiant are scanning.
I'm in the pit. Come and deal with
Yeah,
me.
just dying so fast.
Void Spirit, Tiny stepping forward. The Watcher is over the Tiny. They blink, they catch Morphling close to death. The Ice Path lands, and Nande is gone. Roshan close to death as well, as one move. Well, they use it. They get the big kill. Not me going to be traded out with Difference dying as well. Void Spirit, though, clears out the Axe. Triple S on the run from the Bat and the Enchantress who take him down. A double kill for Problems, a double buyback out of one move.
They want that
Magnus and
Aegis.
AA, they want to go back towards this Roche pit as Invoker steps into the pit now.
Oh, he's trying to finish
Wanting
it.
this Aegis, trying to finish off Roche. Ench and Bat, low resources. Flamebreak then try and push them around. In jumps the Void Spirit, grabs the Aegis, and the Invoker's about to die. Onyx finished off by Triple S. Picked up the banner and his dying breath are so bad, and this Void Spirit, tanky Void Spirit,
The
dishing out
support.
serious damage. Looks at the Rain Enchantress, nearly brings her down, but he's getting turned on. The supports out of VP, too strong in a tornado. Cancels the TP, Aegis claimed up, and Void Spirit looks
Yes,
trapped in
Lasso.
that top left corner while the throne is falling. The creeps are killing the Radiant Ancient, and GG's call.
Oh no, ignore the Ancient. Focus the
What?
Void Spirit.
What an end to the game. Notice just TPs back to the Ancient, kills it off. One move, tap out. VP. What a victory.
Morphling, the best final fight ever. He just died. That's it. That's my contribution.
One move. Try and do it. As VP already 1 game up in his best of 3. A little step closer. An upper bracket final. Well, I'm assuming Team Spirit will be waiting for them, but they're still playing against one win, so nothing is set in stone, nothing's guaranteed in Dota. Simultaneous games going on as well means no one knows who their opponents are going to be.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what's going to shape out and what games we're going to have for tomorrow as well. As of course, this qualifier is just starting. This is only day 1. Plenty of Dota left.
Still can't believe they spelled Caw as Gork.
Yeah, like that. What kind of a crow sounds like gawk?
I don't know, like Gork is also a word in English which means like kind of stare at someone in a weird way.
Ah.
Like,
I guess crows stare at you. Is it?
oh, I don't know. I think someone just didn't know what a caw spelled with a C.
Not gonna get a job being a subtitler. Feels bad.
No, or an ornithologist. One
No,
move,
definitely
all
not.
smoked up. Smoke breaks on Radiant Vision. They plant a dire high ground observer, but they can't quite catch up to Phoenix, who dives away.
And this
Luck.
Enchantress skilling her W. Does mean that Phoenix has dive as well, which is a bigger sacrifice for him.
Yeah.
He does want to have fire spirits in level 1, so he's gonna be a bit weaker now. Morphling.
Something here Marcy and Bristleback can exploit. Morphling being zoned out of lane.
He's gonna take a lot of damage, that's for sure.
This nasal goo. Level 1 puts Nande very low. What is this? It's still gonna TP. Oh, blood grenade.
I mean, he can shift
Nice
while
of him.
TPing. A few tips being traded.
Are you paying attention, Morphling?
Cheeky play. Yeah, what if he was looking at the lane, like he's TPing away?
Yeah, definitely possible. This is just the wild thing about Morphling, right? Is he took 1,000 damage there, and he's still half HP and fine to sit in lane.
Yeah, I mean, he basically prints HP out of nowhere. That's what the hero does, so not that easy to shut him down. Any other carry would be devastated right now.
Any other carry would have like TP'd home, or like walked home and TP'd lane.
Or died, for that matter.
Yeah, we'll die. Not him though. Nande might die now. You've got 5-1, shifting strength. Nasal Goo, it adds up as the Marcy puts in some punches. Nande blood grenaded, not dead just yet, but there it is. Finished off by the Marcy as Phoenix would love to have fiery spirits right now.
Phoenix is like, notice me guys, I'm here, I used Icarus dive, didn't you see? Attack speed slow would have been infinitely better, but that's also a value of forcing him to skill the dive earlier.
The Morphling's directing the Phoenix to hit some creeps.
Oh, he doesn't have
control the wave.
TP because he TP'd to the lane earlier, so yeah, it's just sitting and waiting. That's rough.
Pain on the backside.
Oh, Phoenix is almost level 3 on the bright side of things.
Hell yeah. From level 0 fiery spirits to level 2 fiery spirits in the blink of an eye?
Yeah. This is the new strat. It's genius.
Just carry die.
Sell your carry.
That's, yeah, 5 last hits. Phoenix feels good. One move. Has burnt through a fair amount of resources to get this early pressure and get that early kill. But Nande, he did again. I mean, Waveform's on a tower this time. He's hit level 2, so he's got a bit of an escape as they dive forward onto the Marcy now. Phoenix, level 2. Not able to get the finishing touch, though. Sad for him. And with that, we can look at the other 2 lanes. Minute 3 of a video game. We've looked at bottom. Problems. He's died up top.
Yeah. Problems struggling to fight into this Enchantress who found an Ogre creep, so has that Frost armor. Been just fighting into him, and Lion doesn't really win a 1v1 against Enchantress. Meanwhile, the CK has been free farming pretty well.
Dire's middle tower
It did
is
get
under
plenty of
attack.
denies on Primal Beast. For a while they bullied in the first 2 creep waves.
Yeah, no, just having a pretty good time. 13-6. The Marcy dies down at bottom. Nande getting some revenge around the Lotus pool.
Game turns around a little bit there on bottom lane. Was looking really rough. Getting better.
Their courier's just coming a little bit too slow. Sending that additional regen to help them out in this bottom lane. It's always that back and forth. Right, you go for aggression, you get a kill, but then you're low resources. You've battled out in this regen trade. And it looks like VP winning the war in the long term in this bottom lane.
Yeah, they are. They have the sustainability. Phoenix doing really great, dishing out a lot of damage with the Fire Spirits. And Morphling, well, he has been targeted a lot. He's back to CSing. And is farming quite well.
Yeah, he can hit some creeps. Also, he's got Lincoln Sphere queued up, first item on his Morphling.
That's old school. Real old school. Top lane, Lion.
Trouble again.
Ton of HP.
Notice, trampling back onto the CK and Enchantress. Problems. We'll take a few more hits from the Ench. Get back behind the tree line. That's a good spot for the Primal Beast to be in now. Dire Creep Wave right in front of his tower, so free farm for him.
Yeah, good space to farm, but his support is just being bullied by the Ench. Hiding behind the trees. These auto attacks.
Very annoying. Yeah, can't go stack. Can't do anything back there.
Ench even... Oh, Ench looking at mid. There's a sniper in mid lane, and she has that nice creep in the Wild Wing Ripper.
Nande dead bottom. I thought maybe he was able to get out of that one and break free, but the damage adds up so quickly from this nasal goo and the Marcy.
Dear God. I did not think he would die, but yeah, playing too far out on the lane proves to be difficult still.
Also, level 2 waveform instead of level 2 attribute. Lion, Wild Wing Ripper is here, and Enchantress finishes it off. DK looking at this Primal Beast. A few extra free hits in there. Yeah, Primal can't. 1v2 just looking at that creep wave.
Difficult.
Yeah. Why level 2 waveform over level 2 shift?
It must have been that you saw a kill potential with it or something. There's no way. Okay. This is not the normal skill build, but maybe he saw that he needed to have it. Even going 1-1-1 is more common than this. Like level 1 shift is pretty fine, but you maxing adaptive or maxing waveform is not really that common. Then again, we did see it in the previous game as well. He did actually max waveform.
Only waveforms away this time. This is not a lane he's able to stay in. Like, Phoenix leaves it for a couple of seconds. Nande being run at by an Enchantress creep, diving his tower. And 5 seconds until waveform. He's got 21 charges in the back of Squadix arriving, but it looks like he's dead under his tower regardless. Wait a second, Nande, waveform's away. He stayed alive, and a double kill for the sniper. No way has Squadix come in, saved the Morphling, got a triple kill.
It's the most worth TP from the mid lane. He's like, yep, that gave me my power treads. Back to mid lane I go. Lina tries to find the Morphling, but she didn't see him. She must have seen him. He took the Lotus. Did you not notice?
No, not paying attention.
You can see the Lotus being taken in Fog War.
Did you just insta-kill him with a light strike into Laguna Blade?
She sure
there we
can.
go.
Why are we whispering?
I don't know. She was hunting.
Oh yeah, she had Invis room. My bad.
She had Invis room, that's why. So is the Lincolns for Laguna Blade? Is that the reason?
I think it's about the everything of it. There's going to be Orchid later on CK. You just want to have it in general. Okay. But I don't know. I'm not really a Morphling spammer. I feel like Vladimir's is still extremely valuable to go for the physical protection as well that you get from it. But yeah, the Lincolns seems to be his preferred way to do it there.
Okay.
The big thing is this. If Lina has Aghanim Scepter and you don't have Lincolns, you just die, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that basically is the entire answer.
That makes sense. And Morphling protects himself against the nonsense.
I think everyone wishes they could go Lincoln's first item if you play against Alina. It's so much damage.
Well, here comes the Chaos Knight. It's his turn to show up in his bottom lane. Bring the numbers down here. Chain stun Nande, but he gets the waveform back. And a bit of deja vu by watching a replay.
Uh-oh, Squadix.
TP's bottom with the help of the Primal Beast this time. Pulverized after trample. They save the Morphling with the sniper. They save the Primal. But they save the sniper with the Primal. And now Nande gets a double kill. The layers here from Virtus.pro. Baiting and baiting, and then saving and saving. Through damage and aggression.
The Primal. What a beautiful onslaught in there. Just coming in and saving. Squadix must have felt a sigh of relief right there.
Where did he even come from?
He TP'd in the upper trees.
And Squadix then kills off a ball of the Marcy, but the Supernova is cleared out.
Yeah, that Nova was very aggressively placed. Goes down without Unleash or any real stacks on the Lina. anyway. I like the way that Squadix has played on his Sniper so far. I think Sniper being a carry type hero, a lot of people just play him to farm, but Sniper is one of the best ganker or like counter ganker heroes from the mid lane. He has tons of damage.
So good. Primal Beast. Oh, he's so tanky with a one charge and just a bracer. He's able to get away from one move. I swung top pretty hard, committing Lina and the CK there. The Windlace phase boots, the movement speed. Very fast, Primal Beast. So now, VP kind of Lion mid, try to get level 6.
Working on timings. Meanwhile, the Sniper can easily farm jungle. Yes, almost his hammer working in the Maelstrom. And Lina getting closer to her timing. The travels 150 gold away. This creep wave will give it.
You know, I've been playing Dota for a long time. I've been casting Dota for a long time. And I look at this bottom lane, and I think Nande has had his face kicked in over and over again. 3 deaths. But then he's got these kills off the last fight, and he's like top of the net worth. You know, he was 2nd place a moment ago.
Yeah.
This hero is just nuts.
I mean, he did get focused a lot, but he also was staying on the lane and farming, right? Being able to squeeze those creeps out while you're being focused is one of the most important things for a good carry player. Not just saying, oh, I can't go to lane, this is too dangerous, but still he, you know, got as much farm as he could. Lina? Gonna be fine.
Yeah. I guess you can train a monkey to last it perfectly with no enemies, right?
Yeah, but being able to do it under the type of attention that he had from one move, that takes a lot of skill.
5 stacks of nasal goo and a Marcy looking at you.
And even the Enchantress coming through the gate repeatedly to try and throw you off.
I've got to feel good as VP now. Sniper Morphling starting to have, or having, or starting to have good games. CK and Lina not too far behind them though. And one move no longer reliant, you know, on that big wombo combo, that big shift in dynamic between draft for game 1 and game 2. Is this time they've got multiple pairings of heroes to go out and play on the map. They don't need every single jigsaw puzzle piece to be there to make the picture. They just go and do what they want.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. They have better heroes to make small skirmishes happen this time. And also, one move having the travels on Lina means that she could join at any point in time. So you have a bit of global threat as well. Noticed, looking to cut the creep wave from the small camp. They're gonna go on him.
Immediately being punished with the chain stuns missing. Don't land the light strike array, and Notice has backup from Lion arriving, but he's been disposed. Onslaught will get him a bit of distance as the Supernova, with the help of his Lion, pushes back Marcy and Lina, killed off with the assassinate. Not me. Head on our screen.
That was good coordination as well. Problem's not ulting there because he knows that Sniper's nearby. Sniper can take the kill on Marcy, so they saved the Lion ulti for next gank. I just TP mid and defend. CK and Lina though, going on Sniper. They're going on him, bring him down almost, so close.
He's so close to death. And now Notice is here with a Pulverize to bring down the CK instead.
100 HP. Pavis comes in to keep him alive.
Radiant are scanning.
And with all that noise up top, Morphling gets to 1v1 the Bristleback. And now they're now closing on 6k net worth, farming wave and some neutral camps. Pretty happy in front of his tier 1, which is still alive. With all that pressure and with the Enchantress rotations, the Squadix's TPs have, like, thinking back on it retrospectively, right? They have been massive in terms of, yes, turning things around and getting kills, saving a Morphling, but also that's an extra 4 minutes of Morphling having a safe lane. That tier 1 tower just being alive is a huge deal.
Yeah, 4 minutes so far. It might even be a lot longer. I mean, bottom tower is under no immediate threat. Morph is happily farming down here. They did claim the enemy top tower as well.
Radiant's middle tower is
Primal
under
Beast
attack.
making a move down here. Maybe they're looking to try and imbalance the map a bit. If they could remove the bottom tier 1 as well.
Stop playing down here into our Morphling. This bottom jungle is not safe, says the Primal Beast. His Blade Mail's ready and he's looking for a fight.
Yeah, finally Morphling shows top, so he made the switch. This should signal one move that they could make a play bottom as Morph is unavailable. He's gonna play around the gate though. At worst, he could come through it. Yeah, this pace of the game feels amazing for VP. VP are building up their sniper. He's top farmer, and Morphling is doing really amazing as well, actually. And meanwhile, Primal Beast is feeling pretty unthreatened with his Blade Mill.
Yeah, I still don't know how Morphlings do it. Waveform is their AoE spell.
Magnus and
Somehow.
Morph players, man, I don't understand how they work. Either of them.
It's incredible. All of a sudden, top of the net worth. Yeah, great stuff. I noticed with problems. Finger
Oh,
of
no.
death. Not enough damage, but the assassinate should be. Does that get him a stack?
No.
Stack check.
He didn't get a stack. Blame Sniper, honestly. Sniper should have started ulting earlier.
True.
Could have gotten your stackies. But still, nevertheless, they're gonna get the mid tower. Bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Looking to
under
open
attack.
bottom together with the
Radiant
Lina.
structures are fortified.
They're defending this. Phoenix is setting up. Smoke coming behind. Morph has a TP ready.
Yeah, they didn't want to give free objectives.
So they did imbalance the map a lot, getting the mid tower, and now all attention is gonna swing down bottom
Dire
from
are
VP.
scanning.
This is bad news for One Move, losing control on the map quickly.
Yeah, losing control of mid. Yes, your CK is farming,
Ooh.
but it's like CK is farming for the Morphling farming.
Yeah,
Lina
exactly.
gonna step away from there. High ground ward placed. Might still catch her on the way back in. Oh, Lina walks right into this one. Hexed and trampled down into the ground, turned to dust.
Yeah, that was so nice. They pretended to be going bottom. They made a little fake go, and then they turned around, going this way.
But yeah, you're trading CK farm for Morphling farm, in effect. Is the CK's next item going to win you the next fight?
He's going for the Manta style first, so I'm not sure about that. I feel like Orchid would have been stronger. I say first, Armlet was his first item, but I feel like the Orchid would have been amazing here.
It's starting to feel now that One Move are kind of waiting for the next round of items.
Yes.
Right? Lina with the Boots of Travel now waiting for Aghanim Scepter.
And the
CK
problem becomes that you're waiting for items, and then you can have Hurricane Pike on Sniper, you can have Morphling getting that Linken's, and maybe even a Manta style. It's dangerous.
And when this pipe gets delivered on Bristleback, it's got to be go time. They've got to start really pressing forward and making moves of their own. So far, they've just kind of been flatlined by this VP side.
Oh yeah,
Matched.
went for Pipe first, huh? So not Aghanims. This is pretty untraditional Bristleback itemization as well. I mean, we see it sometimes, but generally Aghanims is more common.
So we've seen it, I want to say a fair amount from this goo, the green bristle. Like the red bristle, we saw a lot of Ags, and the green bristle off lane, we saw a lot of pipe in the last qualifiers.
Yeah.
That was I guess, the shift that we've been seeing.
Yeah, the Snot builds, it is fairly common.
What was it? Snot build was going pipe or something else. I'll remember in like an hour or something. There was like one build for red and then two builds for green. As the Morphling up on top getting blasted by the movement out of One Move.
Oh, yeah, he wasted waveform, and then that's just instant good night. He cannot shift fast enough to deal with that, especially with just 2 points in attribute shift. So he's been putting a lot of points into stats. It's because he gets extra stat growth from the attributes, right?
Yeah.
His innate. But that's a little bit of a bait. It means you don't have enough points in attribute to shift quickly.
Dire are scanning.
Right, is it pipe or Sandra Nyasha?
Yeah.
Or both? Just be tanky. Be a brawler. Get up in the faces of your opponents. Not even losing the Morphling. Virtus.pro still in a position here to punch back out of the mid lane. And nowadays respawned, gets back to top to farm. And One Move kind of find a bit of equilibrium on the map right now. A bit of space bottom. They keep the control of their ancients. And they still pivot a bunch of heroes top. I wonder if to kill and find the Morphling, or is this like a Roshan play?
It feels like it's setting up for the Roche. And they very well could take it. They kind of need Bristleback over there as well. Looks like they're thinking better of it and just gonna go bottom. Instead, it is Virtus.pro who are all moving top. They definitely have the damage to take down Roche as well. As they're gonna see a lot of heroes bottom soon. Might go for it.
Hearing sniper, peep, peep, peep.
Defense being mounted.
Yeah, a couple of TPs down here. Lion first, Squadix second, sees the Marcy. The Blink Hex, they start off on her. That should be a swift takedown. As Squadix picks up his monster kill streak. Rest of one move, evacuate. They've already shifted in towards mid.
Squadix just having a great game again. Mid tower is gonna drop as they put so many heroes bottom, but Glyph is delaying it a bit.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
These timings are coming in. Hurricane Pike on the sniper, going Shard next. Really like that. You need all the survivability you can get against the Bristle, CK, even to just get the Marcy off you.
Roshan about to switch homes in 40 seconds.
So they're going for it.
Hey. All the minus armor.
Marcy ulti as well. Really committing for this. Do they kill it fast enough before they come over? I think they do. Damn, that damage.
Now it's a case of can I get out in time? Do VP want to run at them? No. Sniper, no TP, I guess.
Seem completely fine. Yeah, the green goo from Bristleback, all that minus armor. 3.5 per stack is actually insane.
Even with the Aegis, though, you know, one move. Well, they're backing up, regain their resources, refill the mana bars. They spent a lot there in terms of resources. So VP filling the vacuum up in that top jungle. They're looking to play kind of aggressively here. Hem one move back behind their towers.
The big thing we're waiting for is one move to get the Aghanims on Lina. She's still 900 gold away, and until she has that, she's not really that strong for fights. She has Shard and travels, yes, but with that Aghanims doesn't have that free pathing and tons of damage. Mid, Lion ultied. Not enough to kill this, the pipe comes in.
Assassinate and finger of death. Big old nukes. Dump them on someone. Yeah, looks like Tormentor being pinged by the Lion saying, hey, let's go get some free shards. Let's go collect up some goodies on the map.
Typical support player. Get Tormentor, anyone? Tormentor?
Please. Both me and Phoenix would love.
I'm sure it's a good time to go Torment. Meanwhile, all the cores are like, we're not moving backwards, moving forwards. Nobody wants to sacrifice the creep wave positionings. Morphling can solo a Tormentor soon, though.
Lion goes through Twin Gate top so he can kill the wave before it arrives to the Morphling. It's like, there's no wave here, Morph.
Yeah, see, you can Tormentor now.
Yeah.
The waves, you said, were the problem? Yeah, sure.
I got the wave. Him and Phoenix have dealt with it.
Meanwhile, it's actually Dire who take the Tormentor. The Bristleback takes it down quickly. Shard towards the Enchantress.
That's now Pipe Blade Mail on Bristle. BKB up for the Primal Beast. Enchantress with Drums and Pavis. These little lulls in the game where everyone's able to sit back and farm their key items.
Yeah, still missing some of the key items for Dire. 400 gold for that Aghanims on Lina that I mentioned, but also the BKB on Marcy would be a big power spike. That is about 1600 gold away, though.
They do grab the blink on CK, though. Something we desperately needed from him to jump the sniper.
Ooh, they find a DD rune. Huge thing to fight around if they want to on VP. Squadix gonna show it mid.
Come on, both teams smoke. Oh, this is tense. Enchantress. He shows. VP don't want to go just kill her. They will get her. They want more. Lion stuns back on the Marcy and Bristle, holding them away. That Hellbear collapses, slows him down. Light Strike Array and the Laguna Blade nearly blows up the Morphling. But Nande with the Primal Beast on the Lina now. The egg causing issues for one move as Lina is demolished. Meanwhile, Squadix does get jumped by the CK and the rest. So Nande picks up a double kill. Ench and Lina for the Lion and Sniper, and a pretty even trade, all things considered.
Just repositioning and getting out now. CK with the Aegis, they don't want any of that. Unique's gonna try and cut the creep wave and gets out to safety. Nice play. You can see the one move we're definitely prepared for how that fight's going to play out. They already made a move early before the fight started that, okay, we're going to go on the sniper, wrap around, and he has no way to survive against Marcy plus the CK going on him. Hurricane Pike and Shard was not enough.
Like the Enchantress was a big bait, right?
Yeah.
Standing yourself in front of VP. You get immediately killed, yeah, but I gave all the information in the world for the rest of one move. Open their eyes, see the sniper.
All these Enchantresses, it reminds me of like when people play Crystal Maiden, you know, we used to see CMs always, oh, we can kill CM, guys. And you kill CM and then you die because it's kind of bad to show yourself.
Yeah.
Squad X that, but a little bit tankier.
Squadix? Hurricane Pike's on cooldown. A little bit spooky here. He's got the Sunray, but he's dead.
It's way out of position. I didn't even know where you were talking about at first, and then I'm like, oh, he went all the way up there.
Yeah. Like he was there, like I don't know if snipers smoke breaking, but they scanned and they knew it was coming.
Yeah. I think just a misread on the move from one move. Thought they would be playing some different area.
Yeah, I guess VP thought that they would send Lina up there alone or something. And they were getting ready to kill an individual hero or maybe two. Didn't expect the full fight. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely not the best, but that means tier 2 tower is probably going to fall here as well. Respawns are a little bit late.
Sniper going from God King in this game to now being 4th in net worth, dying twice in a row pretty quickly.
Yeah.
VP trying to pick up the pieces on the rest of the map here with Nande cutting mid. Primal Beast behind him.
He's trying to go for all this survivability, but it's not really working. It's all about positioning and having your teammates nearby as well.
Primal cracks the whip on the Enchantress to slow her down, allowing Trample, Pulverize, Finger of Death. Enchantress finally dies. A bunch of cooldowns chucked at her on the Radiant side of the river.
Yeah, I mean, she's happy to take that gank. Now she knows her team should be safe until she respawns. No Primal ulti, no Lion. Meanwhile, Lina just pushing out lanes the way she does. She has Ether Lens. Now they're looking for Sniper. They saw him on the previous wave.
Squadix. An Ancient away from dying. Oh, the concussive grenade, but Lina's still chasing. Luxury barely on the edge.
Just licked the coat of his armor there. So close.
Just a little nibble. VP, momentum waning a little bit here in the past couple of minutes. That Roshan, the Aegis, the move out of this dire team set themselves up for a good passage of play these last couple of minutes.
I think a lot of tension has shifted to dealing with Sniper, but there's still a Morphling in the game as well. They're neck and neck, him and the CK. But Morphling can still become a big, strong hero in this game as well. Some good heroes he can turn into. So while the Sniper has fallen off, VP are definitely not in a horrible spot by any means. Sees the Ench. Yeah, try and burst her, but, you know, healing.
It's a lot of nature's attendants. Little wisps. Mid lane, they're eyeing that up now instead. Sniper's still a little bit distant, so they're waiting for the go. One move. They back up. They tighten up. Very much a 5v5 head-to-head clash brewing. Who's going to blink first? Who's going to flinch? CK goes back to farming.
CK is happy to drag out the game even more. I mean, right now he's even in net worth with a Morphling, but CK is one of those heroes who gets a lot of value per net worth. It's a very strong hero who normally farms a little bit slower than some others. So him leading the way, he's happy to just keep going. Get Aghanims, get Shards, maybe a Bloodthorn into this build, and he's going to be a monster.
That's a new stat. Value per net worth.
Yeah. Exactly. It's kind of hard to measure, but, you know.
Feel it.
Different heroes are differently strong with net worth. Lincoln's.
Just vibe with it. Morphling dragged back into the CK. Pops the Phantasm, but the waveform out, met by the Bristleback and the Marsky. Pulverize comes in, but that Light Strike right Laguna Blade from Alina clears out the morph. Now VP, they fight around noticed. Gonna back up with the Sunray healing him, and the concussive grenade, the Hurricane Pike gets back to high ground with a Sniper. One move, really threatening here As VP falling apart a little bit on their side of the map.
Yeah, not quick enough reactions to Morphling getting jumped. Thought maybe they could bail him out, but the damage coming in. Lina joining the fray as well. She picks up a Kaya as well now. Spell Amp is only getting higher, and she's about to hit level 18. That ulti is about to absolutely explode some heroes.
That's some big damage. What's the swing point here for VP now? Like Morphling Daedalus? Does he need more than Daedalus now to put up a fight? Are we like going ultra late game? The tide has turned a bit.
Yeah, it's a little bit concerning that they don't have BKB on anybody, right? Well, they have it on the Primal Beast, but no BKB on Sniper, no BKB on Morphling. I feel like they need one of them to not get blown up immediately. So he has Daedalus queued up, but I think maybe they need to farm all the way until his BKB as well on Morphling. Perhaps just go BKB before you finish Daedalus.
It's a Roche for one move. Aegis for CK, banner in the pit. That's them leading out again. VP do have this gem. Try and remove some of the vision in this bottom jungle for now, but there's a fair amount of vision on that left side of the map that one move can play into. And with this smoke repositioning themselves across the map.
Yeah, they're realizing that there's farm being had bottom, and they do not want to allow this Morphling to get any bigger. Leading in with a smoke. Blink CK ready to catch. Phoenix might get spotted.
They're already pinging him out. They see him now. Jump, catch, and kill. Quickly done. And now back to maintaining waves. They draw the line across their own ancients. Bottom and mid have got to be pushed out. Well, Nande, is he going one more wave?
Ooh, that could be dangerous. Lina is nearby. He's spotted.
We're gonna find him.
Lina saw him.
Which one's real? Which one's real? Is that fake? Is it real? Doesn't know, can't tell. Nande dodges the light strike array by accident. And now difference. Can't really get the catch here. The rebound, there's the stun. Nande gets found on the wrong side of the tracks. So that's something like we had almost an identical situation when Nande was playing TA like a week ago, and Milan was like, "Yeah, I played with Nande, coached him, and he often finds himself pushing the limits out of position like that."
Yeah.
His TA in that previous game was playing Radiant on the dire side of the map by the Tormentor, jumped up on a high ground and died. Almost identical situation to this.
Yeah, he's really trying to get away with some cheeky stuff, like, you know, I shouldn't be able to farm here, but the game is so desperate, I feel like I need to, and that really cost them. Like, the game wasn't that desperate. It was pretty even in net worth still, even though you were losing fights. Now, this is gonna lead to mid tower. Net worth leads building.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's
Down goes the tier 2.
is under attack.
Okay. And she's also keeping the catapult alive bottom, so looking to push more.
Claim all the bonus objectives. Use this Aegis as best they can. There's a big power play Aegis this one has.
Yeah, they do have the banner as well, but I'm not sure they want to go high ground. Pretty low mana on the CK. They're just gonna keep farming. I see this Eng non-stop farming creeps. Been adding a lot of net worth. He has a gem coming out. Trying to control the map a little bit more. Also not bad to have a gem, as the sniper picked up a Shadow Blade.
Alright, try and get into Silver Edge. Break pretty handy here. Or just hide yourself from this CK and Lina.
CK also going for an Eye of Skadi in this game. I really like that choice. I was thinking about going like Orchid Bloodthorn kind of stuff, but against the Morphling, really good to have this as well.
One move really hitting their stride now. 8k lead. Playing 2 lanes. CK is all the way back farming his own ancients. That's something that VP have no idea about. You just kind of assume they're all down here together playing tight.
Yeah, that's the tricky
Phoenix.
part. They have so little map control. They can't really get out there. They're using the Morphling illusions to try and push out creep waves, but Other than that, they're just kind of stuck in their base. Sniper getting cheeky with the Shadow Blade.
They pinged the Lina top. I think they've got an idea that Lina went up there. VP come out of their base and are trying to find any stragglers. One move, don't leave anyone behind.
Timing window is closing though. Lina TP'd away with Arcane Rune, so she can just TP back again.
And then going on an Enchantress is always a double-edged sword. Yeah, you see the Ench, but you can't kill it fast enough.
Exactly, and durable enough and always a bait it feels like. 30 seconds, the Aegis will get reclaimed for CK, so I'm not going to do anything more with that. It does mean that now maybe you can make a smoke and get a big kill on the side of VP. You have good chain stuns, got Lion, got Primal, the damage from Morphling or Sniper could be there. I think they're just scared of running into a wrong hero. If they don't connect on a CK, it would be awful.
A CK whose Aegis is just about to expire.
Dire are scanning.
This Bristleback is pretty big as well.
Yeah.
Halberd there, going to be good against this Sniper and the Morphling.
I mean, there's no way you insta-kill the Bristleback. You need so much more farm for that. You do have Primal Beast Aghanim's at least, so they can break him, but even so. Crimson Guard, Pipe, Halberd, that's a lot.
He currently has a shield rune as well, right?
Yeah.
1450 barrier. Yeah, Halberd here. Lincoln's pop. Stop the Sniper hitting. Pretty useful item grab. Tormentor stolen by the Dire team as VP smoke out of their base. Again, just looking to come into contact with someone they can actually kill. His one move heroes have been untouchable as the Marcy rebounds away from imminent danger. And the Dire Observer Ward spots noticed. Sees the Phoenix. They go on the Primal Beast with the CK. Pulverized, turn around with the Morphling, waving in. Light Striker Ray connects, but the CK is dead. A backup didn't come fast enough, and the Marcy on the left, yes, kills the Supernova, but dies for it. One move, trying to turn back with the Bristleback, leading the charge. You can see the hesitation from Difference, though. This Lina doesn't want to stick around because he's getting wrapped around on by the Morphling. So Bristle's got to disengage. Morphling realizes, okay, hey, you're running back to protect your Lina. I'll do the same. Just get away from me.
Oh, they found
Bristleback,
Lina.
please. Stay back, and they do find a Lina. Lion and Sniper, they're the ones to re-wrap around onto Difference. E-Blade save, buys him time, gets away. Survives against the physical damage. They now get the kill on Lion.
Wow.
Super back and forth, head-to-head here between One Move and VP.
I really thought she would die there. The catch from Lion, chain stunning her, but didn't really have a way to go in. Bristleback too big and bad for them. Some scrappy fight going on though. Looked like it was going to be pretty good with them killing the CK that early. Still got, you know, 1700 gold for killing Chaos Knight.
Not a bad payday. And One Move, haven't cracked the base yet.
So they're building Silver Edge on Sniper. He's going to be the one to try and deal with this impossible Bristleback and Enchantress situation. Because right now they just can't go on either of them. And with Silver Edge, maybe they can go on them, bring them down quickly enough.
Just waiting for that next Roche fight, really. Well, what are we looking? 37 minutes in.
Oh, Lina.
Roshan.
She just
Oh,
kills him.
Wait, what?
Dude, full HP Primal Beast dies in one combo.
I thought at least he'd be able to-
3.3k HP.
I thought he'd be able to do something.
Yeah. No, he just dies.
Yeah. He's just dead.
I mean, people saying that Lina is fine, you know, they're coping, man. 872 damage from the Dragon Slave alone. It's absolutely absurd.
Some heroes would dream of doing 3,500 damage in a team fight, and she just did it to one hero.
Yeah,
In
immediately.
a second. Mental.
And that just spells despair for VP. Stuck in their base now.
No
Off
primal
laner.
for 30.
Even Sniper
Lion.
with this long range can't really reach that banner. It's too far away.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And Marcy with the Unleash and Bristleback. High ground.
Radiant's top tower
Sit on his tier 3 even through the glyph.
If you show, you get blinked by CK right now. CK is looking for it.
Radiant
Squadix, like preemptively concussive grenading. I lose the tier 3 tower, but the rack's still standing for now. Indeed, you're going to spawn top, though, so that might not be the case in a couple of seconds. Chaos Knight's going to find it.
He wants it, but Lina also says, you know what? Pretty good on me. I'm going to take it.
Yeah, if we thought that combo top was bad, wait to be amplified.
Yeah, sure. Throw in a DD as well. Some extra spell amp. This is also where you gotta think if you're Primal Beast, like, do I have to change my item build? He wants to buy a Shiva's next, but I think you need, like, some magic damage reduction.
Like, yeah, like pipe? I don't,
just
like
a casual
so
cloak goes a long
BKB.
way.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Or Eternal Shroud, haha. Let's see that item come back. Well, one kind of upside here for VP that we know about is Roshan is a minute away from spawning. And it's about a minute away from daytime. So he's going to shift to that other corner of the map. But VP don't know that. Notice has onslaughted into the pit. Sees Roshan's not alive just yet. Phoenix dives away. And VP, they go from getting into position to now realizing, hey, this isn't the position. There is no Rosh.
Yeah.
Do they just smoke and run bot? Or what's the deal?
I think so. Just rush down. You can see the line being drawn. They're charging ahead, but the gate is very quick. Enge going through it right now. Not going through. They should really go through and set up bottom. They mass TP to tier 1, respecting that they don't see VP. So they're saying VP could already be down there. This is just good move by one move. Like, even though VP aren't there, it's just the discipline play.
Well calculated. The working was right, even if the outcome, the conclusion was wrong.
Yep, yeah, exactly.
That's why the teachers always ask for your working. They want to see you write it all down. One move's still going to find themselves in the pit in the end.
And they're bursting it so quickly. Dear God, that Roche is gone.
He just disappeared. I mean, he roars, he dies. VP are like, well, you're meant to give us some kind of early warning system. Come on.
They're like, what the hell? Did Roche just bug out? The minus armor from Bristol is just absolutely insane. Paired up with a bit of extra minus armor from CK Reality Rift. And just melts.
And another round of Aegis and Cheese. VP feeling out of sorts now here in Game 2. Game 1 was kind of a stomping. Now we're, what, 41 minutes into Game 2 where they are behind 17k to a team, one move who haven't really showed up the last couple of qualifiers. Now they've dropped 9 pandas down to lower bracket. They're a game down against VP, but they're fighting back incredibly strong here in Game 2. It looks like they're on the verge of tying up the series. I'm trying my hardest not to cast a curse them, so I'm going to shut up now about it and let them
One
play
move
out
has
their draft.
all but won this game. It's basically over. And they do have the refresher shard and level 25 on Lina. That is so absurd. We saw what she could do to the Primal Beast. Now she can do it over and over again.
Dire vision up there, but
Hunting the
Nande
Morphling.
smoked. They see him. The smoke breaks. They definitely see him now. So Nande, BKB, TP. Morphling is out of there.
No BKB ready now, though, and the charge is coming. They're going to go up on your high ground. Also going to steal your Wisdom Rune while they're at it. About to spawn. This is an awkward situation. VP are thinking how they can defend this. Smoke is being brought into inventory on Lion. Maybe they want to smoke around, go behind. They have to find the angle to go on Lina. Go on Lina or at least burst like Marcy. Some of these high damage dealers.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Let's loot their barracks. I start on the Bristleback with Noticed and Nande. Bristle doesn't really feel any of that, so he just comes back and hits the barracks down. Oh, one more hit. Bristleback. Oh, leave the catapult to it. No,
Still alive?
Left the barracks alive.
CK? Can blink in and take it? No? It still goes in again.
Come on, one hit. There we go. Don't let it regen. A full set of barracks down. VP still wanting to smoke and wiggle out of this base for some kind of fight, but fighting into Aegis Cheese. You need to see the Lina, right? That is the key for VP right now.
You do, yeah. And she's doing a great job sitting real far back. He realizes his positioning.
Look at Nande. Might still get caught. Lincoln's popped, dragged back into the rift, and the silence Phantasm and the stun from Lina. Nande's dead. Morphling out for a minute and a half. And one move, another Reality Rift going to drag this Primal Beast in. Forced to trample and fight back. Needs to defend his base. Sniper bringing a bit of damage, but the peeping doesn't seem to work an awful lot against these Nature's Attendants. The heals and sustain, the tankiness of Bristleback, and again the CK is in there. Sniper's saved for now by the Primal. And a Supernova Sunray used to try and heal him up, but the damage from difference on this Lina claps him down.
Double ulted into the Primal Beasts.
A gem is picked back up, and Primal Beast buys back. This bottom lane of barracks looks like it is being kept alive because there's no creep wave coming in. The creep wave bottom is in the bottom right hand corner, and top wave hasn't reached the Radiant base. So one move have got to change something here.
At the same time, Morphling is dead, so they can keep fishing here. They have the blink on CK. If they get a jump on the sniper, he could die.
And top wave does arrive in time as well. Gets into the base just as they press up the high ground onto stairs as the CK makes a move on the Phoenix. Silence and stun, but saved for now. Problems immediately blasted by this Lina. The one touch hit down, dieback of the Primal Beast, and Morphling's still dead for 20.
Even when he respawns, no Primal Beast means he doesn't have a frontliner. And he doesn't have a mid laner.
And here comes game 3. GG called. VP tap out. And one move tie things up. Another chance to stay in the upper bracket for them.
Nice to see them bite back after losing to the Morphling in the first game. They bring it back. Game number 2. Morphling wasn't the problem. Let's go. They play out some nice Dota. And honestly, just all of them kind of odd. But, you know, can we just ban the people who cheat and have the good mods again?
Was that the map tree pumpkin?
Yeah, there was the one that made all trees just a flat pumpkin on the ground. So it was super easy to see juke spots and see how to move in the fog war, which, you know, basically made the game super simple anytime you played near any trees.
Yeah, there's a big difference between that and, you know, come on and slam and welcome to the jam.
Exactly. Or, you know, me having the rude Sandstorm on Sand King's all different abilities. So when you played one, it would do a part of it. When you played the other, it would do another part. All together, and you got the full song. It was great.
Incredible. Right, enough yapping about irrelevant things. I've baited you into it. He's fallen for the oldest trick in the book. Yapping and reminiscing about old times and funny stuff. We're here, game 3, VP up against one move. Best of 3 about to end, and one team moving that one step closer to qualification to ESL One Raleigh.
You missed
only one slot from Eastern Europe, which Team Spirit is looking at.
Missed my title as professional co-yapper.
Co-yapper.
I'm here with you. Yeah, of course we're fighting for one singular slot in the qualifications. We're in the upper bracket, and both these teams have been doing well to get here, but this is one game to decide who drops down and who will advance forward.
The battle begins.
One move all smoked up in that top jungle. They invade, they take 2 bounty runes. That's going to be the 2-for-2 trade-off. But we'll see if that TA makes it to lane.
Yeah, they might bully her a bit. Looking for her.
Nande. Hello. What are you doing over here? He juked them already. Ankle's broken. A flame break pushed back on him. He's going to lose about half his health here. The hit sound of this Enchantress and Batrider already applying that early pressure onto the TA.
That's completely fine for the TA. Not really getting too bothered by it. Gets to the lane safely. Took a bit of damage, but that's going to be all fine for her. Has the magic stick as well.
Gets handed some tangos by the ogre. That gonna chuck the flame break at him again. Just constantly whittling away at the TA. Put her within kill threshold if possible. Much more difficult to do to the ogre.
Ogre's gonna try his best to protect the TA, but needs level 2 before he gets any spell, having the learning curve. Overall, this lane is supposed to be pretty strong from Ogre TA against the Batrider and Nightstalker, but with the nighttime facet, starting out in nighttime, there's a bit of an advantage for a Nightstalker. Skilling the Hunter level 1 is definitely interesting. I wonder if they could have gone the kill if he did skill the Void instead on level 1.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe you're right. Ogre, though, has to pop the stick and still might be dying to this Batrider. Not me, the final touch is there under tower. Gets the first blood for one move.
Good kill.
Right off the bat.
A lot of right clicks, and you know, he dies because he's trying to tank for his TA. TA finally gets to level 2, so now she can be a bit more useful, having the side blades plus the meld. So she can start laying some damage into them.
Other lanes.
Other
Wagga,
lane
we
time.
always get sucked into this. Like, there's always one lane that's really good, and then the other lanes is like Earth Spirit Pango, who cares? And
It's
then bot lane.
always- Yeah. It's always top lane that's the most exciting. Bottom lane is like always the whatever lane, I feel. But yeah, bottom lane, the Broodmother, 8 and 2 for last hits. Gyrocopter 7-0, so both farming really well. I don't know what to say. The Enchantress so far doesn't have a creep, but she is gonna find a creep soon. Can't really keep
And
her from that.
Nande up at top being hunted, but is able to turn around onto this Bat Rider now, and with the damage they've got, they bring him down. Nande still alive, gets back towards his tower. And there's some more regen. Happy to continue laning.
Yeah, it's gonna be completely fine. I started going up, gets a deny at least.
Nande Meld Strike denies the range creep in front of him, though.
Yeah, no banner creeps for anyone as well.
Very annoying. And then Ogre, as always, going to take the brunt of the attention.
The Void Blade's
Yes.
facet is really good for TA for denying creeps and also doing damage at the same time.
Yeah, true.
Lotus,
3-minute Lotus.
Radiant structures are
grabbed by Night
fortified.
Stalker. The bottom one still not taken as they're playing aggressive onto Brood. Don't want to give him the free farm on the tower.
And Brood Shadow Demon, kind of a weird lane. You just
Yeah.
trying to get Brood to level 6, and then Shadow Demon's kind of just there.
Oh, TA.
On top lane, TA again being run at, always on a tiniest amount of health. And this time the Batrider's got it in him to finish the job.
Looking for more, not me. Thinking about that Ogre, but he has too much HP to dive him. At least he does have TP on TA, so can easily get back to the lane.
Pretty good back and forth from them, but this laning stage from one move so far. The Pango, the Gyro, the Night Stalker, all farming better than their counterparts. A great early start from one move here.
Doing fantastic. We see control on both the water runes from VP. Actually, not the... It's the... Sorry, one move is controlling the top rune with the Batrider.
Squad's kind of fortunate there to be able to roll and get in front of the Pango.
Are fortified.
Roll in a second as well. Kicks the Pango, but can't go and get the second water rune. Really would have twisted the knife in the Pango there if he got it.
Yeah, important rotation from Batrider. Allows him to get something. SD, meanwhile, is looking for the Enchantress. Gets a disruption. Does he get the body block? No, it doesn't.
That's the SD's job, just chase the Enchantress away. While Squadix in the mid lane, pushed back by Difference, dropped very low. Relying on those bottle charges to stay in the lane.
Yeah, only getting the one refill. Would almost need a TP from one of the supports, but right now they're not dying. Staying in their lanes.
Feels very much again, though. Oh, Squadix dead to Difference, just solo killed by the Pango.
Ooh, getting a bit outplayed there. Blightstone bringing that minus armor. Enough damage.
Just a little difference. I was going to say, still feels like Virtus.pro, I mean, you said it right, they're not looking for the big fights, they're looking for the little, scrappy little fights, split pushing, cutting waves, playing big, wide open map. Does that also kind of tell us here they're not that concerned about laning stage, they're looking more for that mid to late game timing, and one move are exploiting this? Or is this one move outplaying, and VP not respecting it?
I think one move just, you know, playing really sharp is mostly what it is. I'm gonna be completely honest here. I just got a little bit distracted because I sat here and giggled to myself that, you know, he solo killed him and it's mid difference.
It's mid diff,
Yeah,
I know.
I didn't think about his name until now. Like, oh yeah, he's a mid player. Mid player name
It's
difference.
literally mid diff, dude.
That's so good.
Squadix level 6 now. So that's step one for VP to start playing their draft, right? Connecting the dots, connecting these side lanes together somehow is the Earth Spirit's job. And so far, the side lane's not going well as the TA looks dead again up at top. And
Yeah.
Chantress through the twin gate snaps into action.
And this is the lane that's supposed to be going really well. TA is supposed to be like dominating against melee offlaners, and Night Stalker, not a hero that's supposed to be doing this well against her. So I think just Batrider again having very big impact on the lane. Definitely did more than the Ogre, I want to say, in terms of just having positive impact on the lane. Now with the Enchantress moves, of course, like you mentioned, it opens up the lane. the Earth Spirit though.
There's the first big roll. Nice bit of burst damage to bring the Ench down.
Yeah.
Definitely a sigh of relief from the TA now. Like, daytime, yes. Ench kicked out of my lane. I can finally farm again.
Yeah, getting a chance to get some last hits. It's also minute 7. He could go into jungle and start getting some farm there. That's 3 points into the meld, so get some neutral items.
Middle tower is under attack.
Wisdom rune gonna be a 1-for-1 on the runes. No advantage there.
Dire are scanning.
I'm a little surprised how low Gyro's net worth is. I thought his lane was going pretty well. Or is it just the fact that everyone is so tight together, everyone's having a decent game?
I mean, it's very close.
That him being at the bottom isn't a big deal.
It's a 300 gold difference between the highest farm core and the lowest farm core right now, so they're all within striking distance. Like, look, he gets, you know, to be part of a kill here, swings up top, he's gonna build some net worth.
Super close between them. Does leave room to maneuver for the Broodmother down bottom, so Pango's going to shift down there to hold her back.
Top tower is under
3 from 1 move up top to kill off this tier 1 with that Warpine Raider tanking and helping out. Enchantress is also lurking deeper in the jungle, kind of scouting for TA, dewarding and setting up a piece of the map for herself over there.
Getting some wards to see where the TA is running around. It's gonna be nice for them to make their moves later on. 2 minutes until the nighttime comes in. They do have the Night Stalker ulti though, if they want to make a move before then.
Gyro did TP mid and show, so a chance for Virtus.pro. Maybe play through this TA who steps up, but the backup is kind of far away. Nande is forced the Dark Ascension here, and Enchantress to kind of step forward.
Good TA trap as well on the lane. Make sure to keep her alive. Playing under her own traps makes her hard to kill. Pango able to keep the Broodmother from doing too much on the lane bottom, but Brood's still accelerating very quickly with the jungle farm. Sending those spiders around, just clearing jungle.
Spirit again. On top of this Gyro this time, magnetized and a good amount of damage, but Gyro has a lot of backup arriving and is apparently tanky enough with the wand and the strength dreads to survive the magnetize until that final kick from Squad Eggs. So Gyro for Shadow Demon, Bat Rider turning back and fighting Ogre with the Enchantress, and Rain is going to die in the end. But this magnetize, if he can keep going, keep kicking and rolling, Earth Spirit's going to pick up another couple of kills, maybe? No, Bat Rider's okay. Tucked behind the trees, and Enchantress will tank through the rest.
I thought that kick would have refreshed the magnetize, but
I thought so too.
yeah, I guess not. I guess the stone becomes inert the moment it refreshes the first one there, getting close. I'm not sure. Looked like it should refresh.
I'm not sure. Maybe just didn't get close enough to the battle. I don't know. Not sure. Let's Squad X either way. Kill on the Gyro feels good for this Earth Spirit. Level 9 almost, with Blade Mail coming out. And he's the connection hero, right? It's very important. VP, give him a good game. And he has a good game.
Yeah, him having both a neutral item and Blade Mail coming out is going to make him a real threat. Because, yeah, you can fight back into him if you want to and try and fight. But now with the Shield Rune and Blade Mail, it's not going to work. And good luck running away from Earth Spirit. He's probably ready to go bottom and open up the map now.
Yeah, running away also doesn't work.
Yeah, can't fight him, can't run away. Means just don't get connected on by him, and that's the only solution.
Yeah, simply silence him, or BKB TP. Oh my god, he's got a shield rune. Right. Let's see. One move, are you going to be baited to go on as Broodmother? As Notice runs down that bottom lane.
Looks
They
like,
smoked up.
fortunately, they're going somewhere else. Pango going mid to clear out the creeps. I'm not sure if they were aware of the rotation coming down bottom, but they dodged it anyway. They're just going to farm somewhere else.
Still kind of a nice move from VP there. You know, Notice is prepping with a catapult wave to go and take tower. So they sit behind him in case there is that reaction.
Yeah,
Still a good spot for VP to be in.
definitely a good play, and make sure that you get the tower advantage or bring it down. Meanwhile, this Night Stalker went for a Sanch first item, so working on getting some Sanch Yasha action going. Status resistance build.
Okay. No blink rush. Means they want to try and delay things?
A little bit.
They still get a catch on this TA with just a flame break pushback into Lasso. Enchantress with a bit of damage, but Nande looks alright for the backup of the Ogre for now. Meld striking off the TA trap, a lot of damage on the Ench.
Missed
That'll force one move away.
Missed the second meld strike, but almost, or a second attack, but almost getting a kill. Ango digs up a water room, but gets some company as well.
Yeah, Demonic Purge. The roll is out though from Difference. Doesn't crash up to high ground, opting to roll back around and then TP out. Doesn't want to get stuck over here.
Ango roll and is ulti committed, so this is goal time for VP.
Squadix, yeah, with the remnants of the haste room, literally sprints at mid. Come on, team. Join us, Nande. Templar Assassin getting her first taste of the real map. No longer held hostage by the top corner of Jungle Farm. Spirit going to roll away from the Night Stalker's attempt at starting as they see the Gyrocopter on that high ground with a dire Observer Ward spotting him, and with Broodmother Shadow Demon attacking from the right-hand side. Gyro's sneaky attempt to defend this tower and fight turned on its head quickly.
Yeah, pretty cheeky attempt to try and hold on to a tier 1 when you already expended your abilities. Losing the Gyrocopter as well is definitely going to slow down his game a bit. And so far, VP well ahead on all the cores. He at 7.3, followed by both her friends.
Yeah, like it's only a 2k lead overall, but it feels like this momentum, this set of items the VP has, very hard for One Move to contend with. But that's a big shield crash. Difference, tanks up, does quite a bit of damage, but now he's got to face off against not just the Earth Spirit and Ogre, but a Broodmother and Shadow Demon potentially coming in if they go high ground. So they just snipe the Ogre instead. Don't wander into that dangerous jungle. While they're responding to this Squadix Earth Spirit, TA is farming up a Storm.
It's a good move to try and take down the mid tier 1 tower, but bottom lane is pushing in. A lot of creeps going to waste here if you don't go and defend it. Broodmother not even focusing on pushing the lane, just making sure to build in the jungle. Looks like BKB is going to be his item of choice after the drum's first item they went for.
I've seen a lot of different Brood builds.
There's so many. Like, there's just so many different ways you can go. I think drums in general is very, very valuable. And other than that, there's just, you know, tons of options. Is it an Orchid game? Is it Echo Saber game? Do you need S and Y? Like, you can go down tons of routes.
Am I rushing pipe? You know?
Yeah, the Ace style Broodmother. The usually going for all the survivability and auras. And
you can always like mix and match as well, depending what you need. TP out from so bad.
Ogre's down a little bit too slow. Animation.
Yeah. He's got to lift his hands up. Him and Doom really do suffer from that cast animation curse.
Oh yeah. I always feel bad watching an Ogre Magi get jumped by a Storm and Storm just zips around him like 3 times, or Ember or something. It's like, please let me stun you.
Well, it makes sense for Ogre, you know, you've got to praise RNGesus before you cast your spells.
That is
Lift
true.
your hands up to praise him, but who's Doom praising when he lifts his arm?
No, he's shaking his fist at the sky from down below.
Right.
There's no praising.
Well, a couple of disconnects, but we'll be back in.
In true old man fashion, you know.
Those poor clouds. Never knew what hit them. So you kind of commented on this Night Stalker item build before it happened. You talked about not liking non-blink builds. Can we come back to this? Because we kind of got distracted.
Yeah, so overall, I think Blink Dagger is just essential, but in my opinion, it doesn't have to be the first item. It just has to be an item that you buy fairly early. Now, he's going for the SNY into the Shard. SNY at least does something similar to the Blink, that you can go in. It gives you speed, gives you status rest, so it's similar-ish in its function. I like
it's
it
not
more...
like Blade Mail or Armor or some other item.
Yeah, it's not like Blade Mail Midas, you know, Blade Mail Midas BKB or something, and you just never go Blink. I don't like that. But at least this will still give him mobility, so I can kind of respect it. And with the 15 talent, which is a very interesting one, the 35% Hunter in the Night status rest, it can be very hard to lock him down.
Hey, what's that, the wheel, the pentagram of Dota stuff, like pushing, farming, supporting, whatever. Night Stalker is going for like fighting, right? That's what you want from him. You want some kind of fighting build.
Essentially, yeah. You want him to be a fighter, and also you want him to have, you know, a lot of presence on the side lanes. Whether it's by farming or by fighting in general.
Right now, Broodmother doing a very good job cutting out this entire bottom quarter of the map. A couple of dire wards protect her, sure, but the spiderlings are out there. Lanes pushed in. This jungle, you need 5 heroes basically from one move to clear it out, kick the Broodmother away, who also read this play. Hell, it wasn't just 2 observer wards, triple dire observer wards. Watch the approach.
Yeah, VP are going for a smoke because they know that people are going to bottom. He's doing the big spread, the alpha...
Tap.
The alpha split, alpha strike coming in. And now they see them bottom, of course. Good chance to get a nice initiation with your smoke.
Spiderlings, chase the gyro. VP are coming.
Ench is nowhere close. They're going to see Ench on mid, and that's a good sign that they can take this fight.
One mover on low ground. Oh, this is tragic for them. The smoke breaks. Oh, Nande blinks away. VP didn't want to go head first with the TA. They start with the Shadow Demon banishing now, but the call down's coming. Earthsprint roll misses. Hanger gets a bit of distance. And Shadow Demon so far the only casualty.
So they're the ones to get a kill. Pretty happy. Very cautious gameplay there by VP. As they saw the Ench mid. Now, of course, she could TP in bottom immediately on the outpost, and so she did. They're gonna try and turn this one team fight into a Roche as well. Doesn't look like VP want any of it. A big part of this is that VP are close to timings. They don't have BKB yet on Earth Spirit. They don't have BKB. Well, they didn't have BKB on Brood. He just got his delivered now. So, different story once they have those in hand.
And a Roche for one move is the prize.
This is gonna be a huge boon for them getting the Aegis in hand.
And Gyro has felt pretty uncomfortable in a lot of these engagements, getting started on, getting spotted and jumped.
Oh,
Aegis going to help go a long way. And Lasso over towards mid with a Rolling Thunder coming in. Squadix gets the Magnetized out, and the Ogre has arrived, but this Earth Spirit looks like he might just die. Tries to get a few more spells out before the TA comes in, and now Difference is the one in trouble. TA chasing forward to Night Stalker now, looking for the +1. A lot of damage from a Melt Strike, and the Broodmother chasing forward might just be able to catch up to him. They need more webs, they need more move speed, and they need some kind of stun or slow. And the damage, though, it's enough.
Yeah, he is pretty fast with his face boot Sanjasha, but daytime Night Stalker is still not really getting away from these heroes. And that's an awkward moment. You get Roche and then you immediately lose 2 heroes. Now you're gonna lose the top tier 1 tower. And Gyrocopter is being chased. He doesn't have TP. He TP towards mid, so he is in a weird spot. Shadow Demon knows this, but he's gonna be fine.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Brood just comes in, snipes out that top tower. She's now taking up residence in the top part of the map.
Yeah, so Gyro wants to farm Ancients, but still has to be a little bit nervous if too many heroes are rotating over.
Brood's gonna scout out the entire area.
Nighttime is kicking in soon, though. 1 second and we get back into the actual nighttime.
And another funny topsy-turvy game. A 5k lead still there for VP, but it's one move with the Aegis and the ones who kind of won the last team fight, even though it was kind of just a push back and a run away. Now they grab a Tormentor. This lead starting to diminish from VP.
The Rocket Barrage or Shaman Shackles or something on this Tormentor is ring. I can't get over the sounds.
Little machine gun. The VP still playing within their boundaries, right? Their game plan of try and wide map, push 2 lanes.
Oh, definitely, yeah. They're
avoid 5v5s.
Yeah, they're avoiding 5v fights, but now also having those BKBs, they can be a lot more confident even going into possible team fights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if something comes to them, they can react.
Smoke wraparound though, going behind.
Ogre and Brood in position.
Aegis still on Gyrocopter, so it could get a good fight on the back of this.
Well, Gyro draws the deeper line to cut an angle away from Brood and
SD.
Ogre, so they're not going to get scouted. Gyro, they see him. Templar Assassin and Brood, they're hidden. Squadix gets rolled on as the Night Stalker goes and beeline straight in for the Shadow Demon. Down goes Problems. Rain also drops to the Gyro in the back, while Squadix and Notice, they're here onto Difference. The Pangolier dropping low and killed off by the Brood. Earth Spirit rolls away with Nande running to the left-hand side while Notice goes wild 1v3. Broodmother now kind of stranded though, left by the rest of her team. They do kill the Bat Rider, but not worth it for the Brood death. Now Nande and Squadix have come back in for round 3. Night Stalker kiting and juking, and some serious miscommunication from VP in that fight.
Yeah, definitely. They split up the fights almost a little bit too much there. Good move by One Move, though, going all the way around deep and getting onto the back line. I think just going on the SD first made that fight very, very tricky.
That's the point at which you've got to make that decision, right? It's like run or fight. They chose fight, and then the Earth Spirit chose run, and then the TA chose run, the Broodmother chose fight.
Yeah, I think Broodmother missed her opportunity to go for a BKB TP out. That was like the important thing. He got a kill, and then he got greedy for a second one. Maybe he could have gone for a BKB TP out before then. But sticking around, then they end up losing more.
I felt like there was no trust in how strong the Brood was, or Brood trusted too much in their capabilities.
Oh, there was definitely trust just from one player.
One move. Pivot this Aegis into tying the game up. Net worth difference now nil. Go and steal a Tormentor after taking their own. This map now belongs to them.
Virtus.pro
trying to return fire with some ignites and a roll back in from Squadix. Gyro Aegis for 20 seconds. They can maybe try and zone him and kill him later, but the Pango roll and the Night Stalker on this Broodmother makes it difficult for VP to approach. So Ogre and Brood gonna lick their wounds and back away, while the Aegis is about to be reclaimed, and VP don't get to strike while they had the chance.
That's a good play by Woe, just holding his ground there and saying, you know, I'll cover my team's retreat, make sure that they can't go through. He has the Butterfly as well, so even without the Aegis, not the easiest kill. Back to farming. One move, going for the Salt Cuirass on the Night Stalker. Again, this is where I'm, you know, not really a fan of it, because I feel like going on the SD is what made the previous fight so good. And Blink Dagger will allow you to get onto the correct targets even more. But we'll see how it works out. He does get really tanky at least. And most of VP's damage is the TA and Brood right clicks.
The rolls somehow still connect on the Bat, even when he blinked away. But he's got a Ghost Scepter and a Firefly. Gets over the Roche Pit, and he's away from there, while Problems dies to the Night Stalker elsewhere. And this Bat Rider not just out to escape, out to turn around and play back into the Night Stalker. Pango sees the Ogre on the left-hand side. Should be a quick kill for him there, while Night Stalker and Bat still chasing this Earth Spirit. BKB expires, so this AoE silence. And make sure that Squadix doesn't have an easy time running. Not me. Gonna get in front of him, block the roll, make sure he can't get out of there. And One Move. I mean, they're starting to shut all the windows and doors on VP, as VP were the ones who led this game and looked like they were starting to run away with it.
Just been slowed down. They haven't been able to transition the strong laning stage into something more. The meaningful connections, Gareth, where are they?
I don't know, Squadix had some really good ones in a row. Like, what, minute 12 to 20? That's a really good team fight starts, and now it's all off the back of that bottom fight. Collapsed.
But that's also what we were talking about. Like, if you group up and take team engagement, which is what's happening, they're going on the same side of the map and looking to take fights, then One Move's draft just is way stronger at that. At least during nighttime. Now we have daytime kicking in, and it's ulti on cooldown for 50 seconds, so maybe a small timing window where you can do something if you're dire. Looking for the Eng, but how far can you chase?
You can chase for days.
She's getting sold. No tier 1 tower, so we'll get her eventually.
Dead for 40. Roshan potentially alive in 30. Nande knows when the big man returns, even if we don't.
Yeah, he will know. I mean, he doesn't actually know immediately yet. You need to wait for the 3 minutes still. He doesn't get the immediate knowledge.
And 15 seconds.
Yeah. Soon he'll be aware. Either way, we see them moving down towards bottom, playing the area of the Roche. They have great vision. Not sure you want to fight into the Ascension, though. That Night Stalker ulti is real strong.
If they had an 8-minute notice on Roshan respawning,
Yeah.
I think there would be a few angry emails about that one.
He'll be back in 3 business days. Okay, thank you.
Well, Roshan is alive. A fast respawn, and both teams smoking exactly as he comes back. Radiant Scan, though, connects on VP by the Lotus Pool. Well, Enchantress is spotted by the Spiderlings over by the Twin Gate.
Doing a good job with the spider scouting. Again, not an easy fight to take for Virtus.pro. Their heroes not really tailored for the big team fight.
Radiant's top tower is
And
under
bold of the
attack.
Enchantress to hold the gem in front of VP here. Killing off
the
Observer
gyro.
Wards was the Gyro who gets jumped first, though. Earth Spirit roll, the meld, the damage, but the lasso catches the TA on the right while the Gyro dealt with by Squadix immediately. The TA is going to come out of the disruption bubble, still fall to this Night Stalker who was there on her head. Both carries dead. VP did get the bonus kill on the Ench, though, and that could lead to this numbers advantage and chase forward.
Difference. He got the
Back
gem
on 20
and blinked
claws.
out. What a nice save.
Dire's
Saving some of the net worth there.
killed.
And kills a courier on the way back. With the Bat Rider finding Reigns. But now Roshan. You've got no TA, but they'll just walk in the pit and get it anyway.
Oh yeah, the Broodmother has the damage. Just needs to stay in auto attack for a while.
Dire are scanning.
So both the carries going down immediately. It was nice and quick reaction from one move, but they don't have the saving abilities. They don't have something to protect the Gyrocopter, and without BKB, he goes down quite easily there.
And now the game back to even. Every time one of these teams gets, a slight lead, they get handled in a team fight or forced away from an area. Roshan is claimed. Now VP back in the driving seat. Squadix maybe feeling a bit more comfortable about his initiations again.
This is how we want the games to go. Close and evenly matched series, both teams fighting. Gyrocopter finds Paladin Sword. Real nice item. Might help him survive a little bit more. Of course, he has the
craggy
Aghanims for those
coats.
auto hits.
My craggy coat armor going to start stacking up as well.
What item is...
Pango and
Oh, yeah.
support got one.
What item is Earth Spirit gonna find? Because he's still running around with the tier 1 neutral, the occult bracelet. Could probably find a decent upgrade now as tier 3 items are out.
Maybe he can get a craggy coat.
Tower is under attack.
I mean, what were his tier 2 neutrals then? If he's stuck, it's just occult bracelet. That good?
I'm not sure. He does have a tier 2 neutral. He just never took it. So he didn't enable it, so we'll never know, Gareth.
We'll never know.
Maybe he just forgot.
Damn.
I mean, honestly, occult bracelet is decent, but it's not good enough that 5 items should be worse out of tier 2.
Well, Squadix on the gyro again. Whoa, might be in trouble here. Broodmother zoning away. The Bat Rider gets lassoed,
Now,
sure, but there's no
Satanic.
follow through. Gyro, yeah, he's going to heal back up and stay standing strong. Turns and kills the Ogre and Shadow Demon while the TA melts down the Bat. Squadix very low, but the roll away with his BKB, gets some distance, turns and tries to keep reapplying the Magnetize, loses his first life, while the TA has been zoned out here completely by Night Stalker.
She's getting
Triple
killed.
S and Woe just being hammered by this NS.
Yeah, Night Stalker just absolutely going in and slapping her to pieces.
Where was the Brood? Brood got lassoed and then ran away from the fight, getting chased back. This Night Stalker did a hell of a lot.
Brood got close to a Gyrocopter, then ran away from him, then got close to him again. Just, they didn't really have a good target to go on. Pango is rolling around. Night Stalker has free pathing, so he's just flying around. And Gyrocopter has the Satanic, so I think they just didn't see a core hero that they could kill. And honestly,
Butterfly.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of agree. Like, who do you kill?
I have no MKBs on VP. This Gyrocopter now seems unkillable. Like, VP are the ones who just won a team fight, got an Aegis. But you hit Assault Cuirass Night Stalker, Satanic Butterfly Gyro, and now they're the ones pushing high ground.
Yeah, all the timings are aligning for this core trio to be unkillable.
Dire's middle tower
VP, 10 seconds, no Templar Assassin means these barracks are falling with no real defense being mounted.
But they bloodlust the melee creeps. The barracks, Gareth.
Melee Rax is bloodlust and it's huge.
It was so big and still it died.
Hey.
Bottom tower is
Hey.
under attack.
Oi.
Hey. Hey.
Whose branches are those in the middle lane on the floor and not being sold for
Oh,
25
no.
gold?
Surely not littering. We'll report them.
I'm gonna report them.
Leaving 2 of them like that.
It's not permitted.
That's 1 sentry ward, Gareth.
Who could it have been? Must be a corp. It can't be a
A
support.
support surely would never.
In fact, who doesn't have a magic wand?
It's the sussy ones. But who would start with, you know, value stat builds as well? Hmm?
Brood Mother.
Brood is suspicious, yeah.
Brood is very suspicious.
Yeah. Got my eyes on you, Brood.
I think it's Brood. It could be a Radiant hero, though. That would be funny.
maybe they'll send out a courier, pick up those branches. You know, he's gonna clean it up later, Gareth.
Is that what you do? You commit crime, and then you get charged with crime, and then you do community service to clean up the crime.
Yeah, exactly.
You got away with a crime in the first place. VP trying to rally around Squadix mid, who's
Angle,
getting rolled
dropping.
on, but the TA damage.
He's
Question
dead?
mark with a blink forward. The damage from Nande gets the kill. In comes Batrider with a lasso on the TA and Gyro from the high ground. Broodmother trying to stand and fight back, but that's not happening. TA and Brood have got to BKB and turn tail to run. So a kill for VP. The Pango's dead for a minute. A little sigh of relief as they got a bit more game time left in them.
I mean, they're very happy to force a Night Stalker ulti and get a kill on Pango and live to tail the tail. Obviously, they did commit some big BKBs there, but still, Pango being told he can't just roll in however he wants, even with the Craggy coat, does not matter.
This gem makes life very difficult as well. All of the dire vision being removed. Like, Ench has just been allowed to hold his gem for a good 10 minutes, huh?
Yeah, he's controlling the map in a good way, getting rid of all the vision bit by bit.
Is under
They
attack.
do take their Tormentor before losing the area, just in time.
Scanning.
Yeah, the Radiant is scanning, running forward. As Squadix makes his move. The play on the Night Stalker. He's down to, what, half health off a roll and a few TA hits?
Well, it's just the status rest, man. He has 51% status resistance, so they roll onto him, but he's stunned for less than half a second and just walks away. He's like, nah, dude.
Yeah. See ya.
He doesn't need to stay there. They can't legally hold you, Night Stalker. Just leave.
Am I being detained?
Yeah, I know my rights.
You have no legal right to ask for my ID. Am I being detained? Am I free to go? Actually.
Night Stalker was, in fact, free to go.
I slowly filter back away from that bottom lane. Back up to top where they belong with a Gyro. And what's Gyro at now? Is it Daedalus time? Is it Rapier time?
I feel like he needs mobility. I feel like Swift Blink, but he has a queued up Hurricane Pike, which I respect that too. That's similar. You need some repositioning. And he's got the Hurricane Pike into Aghanim's Consume, into Daedalus.
Dire's
Probably don't need to consume before then, but
Radiant's middle
here comes the push. Damage is being done.
Jeez, look at them go.
The lasso was
Bat.
close.
Doesn't quite get the lasso landed. Squadix, he's in as well with the BKB magnetized on his Gyro. Woe's gonna take it down to half HP before he pops the Satanic and heals back up to full. The roll from Pango also pretty deep here. Forces disruption and a BKB out of Brood. Notice, chases forward onto this Night Stalker. Needs the help of the roll, but Squadix can't quite land it. Difference, half health from one Meld Strike, but now the lasso's in.
Whoa, it's
and the
dropping.
damage is coming. Gyro dead, though, to the Meld of Nande. The TA just swings it straight back on the Gyro, kills the enemy carry, follows through on the Bat. Nande with a double kill. A VP not only hold, but they rebuff one move, get a couple of kills on the way through.
Yeah, Nande showing why the Quiver is such a nice item on TA. Essentially a tier 4 item. So amazing. Getting True Strike and that extra range, making the most value you could possibly ask for. And one move, they're strong when they're together, but when they start splitting up and running away like that, the Broodmother chasing, Earth Spirit chasing, and TA with all that range, they're very good at hunting down people. Still though,
And then-
6k gold lead even so.
Yeah, but where do we sit now? Like, going into the next team fight, who feels comfortable?
It's definitely not easy. I mean, I know that you don't feel comfortable on Gyrocopter. You have Butterfly, you have Satanic, and still you're getting killed.
Another reasonably fast Roche spawn, though, could make things interesting. 40 seconds to go. So, a Radiant side, daytime Roche. And that's VP taking that bottom right corner completely. Like, they're so far forward, they're basically on the doorstep of the Radiant base.
Yeah, but they don't really want to force a fight out on the map like this. They won the last fight dominantly, but that was with the advantage of being the defenders. If they are out in the open like this, that could be much harder. I'm gonna back up and play for Roche. The Alpha Wolf is also going to try and reveal the Roche spawn. Hiding in the Roche pit. Is he gonna stay alive? Yeah, I think so. They're heading over, but they don't know about the wolf being there. You will see Roche.
Little Wolfie.
Yeah.
There he is. Big man's up.
Things come out. This is a fast Roche. I don't know if they can get there in time. The damage is so quick.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Roshan roars. Oh,
TA
VP not
hesitated.
committing for it.
Yeah, TA hesitated. Didn't want to go in.
Nice talk, royalty. If they retreat, they've baited that out at least.
Yeah, but you might lose Roche instead. NS looking to break smokes.
Well, they're in the pit, restarting it.
Again, you don't really want to be caught inside it.
Enchantress just hop, skip, and a jump away from the TA.
It's a bold move going for it.
In comes
Chivas.
Squadix. He's got to make a play now, if ever. Rolling Thunder's there from difference, though, zoning them all back, while the Gyro is able to pick up the
Stuff
Aegis.
on the ground.
Squadix now rolls in, Refresher on the floor, popped by Triple S, another ulti there as the Lasso grabs a couple, Nande dropping low, Gyro turns through the refraction, damage is done. They get the kill. VP lose their carry.
TA doesn't have
move.
buyback.
A buyback from the Enchantress, a kill on the Broodmother here is huge for them as VP lose 2 cores without buyback.
They have Aegis still. They have everything they need. Somehow that fight worked out flawlessly for them. The Earthspirit rolling in, I thought the Shivas would give vision into the pit and maybe they could get a jump, but TA finds herself getting a little bit too close to the action and still not stealing the Aegis.
And Bat Ags never fails to surprise me. It's always a surprise when it happens. Like, oh shit, he's got Ags, 2 people lassoed?
Yeah, it's so good though. It is really strong. It's also within 650 range of the first lasso. It's a big AoE nowadays.
And now Gyro straight up to high ground. I mean,
30
could
seconds
look at
left.
tier
40
4s
seconds.
here if he knew what we knew.
Yeah, they could definitely go straight and end. Not seeing any buybacks though, they might realize buybacks are on
Picking
cooldown.
top. They're picking top and going top.
Yeah, I mean, Mega Creeps. This is an important game. You don't want to risk stuff if you don't know for sure. No way to defend this. This is going to be Mega Creeps. At least
not putting up.
the respawns are in time to defend the throne. But they used the glyph as well, and honestly, I'm not sure that glyph was worth it.
I mean, it's glyph to what? Delay the barracks top dying, give TA and Brood a little bit more time to respawn, but they probably would have had it.
I mean, now they know that there's no glyph to defend the throne as well. Maybe they, I don't know, someone had a little brain fart and thought, oh, Melee Rax is gonna give us a new glyph, but yeah, that's only for the first one.
Yeah, maybe. VP now looking against Mega Creeps, stuck in their base, 2 lanes pushed in, and even scanning on their doorstep to make sure there's no one lurking there for a blink lasso or something.
Yeah, the Batrider with the smoke definitely would be happy to grab anyone right now and pull them into his team. If Broodmother isn't careful, she could be the target. It's
Well,
the
I hate
scary part
Shroom for-
about if you pop Manta Style as well, he can just lasso the illusion, grab both of you.
Gyro just haste sprints right up the staircase mid. And wants to stop him with Aegis, Satanic. The backup of this Night Stalker and Batrider who, through aggression, offer you defense.
One move should stay disciplined here though. TA still has an insane amount of damage. If they play into the towers, she could have good position to just lay in those auto attacks. I think they would do well to use the Aegis timing. Just keep farming for a little bit. How has it already been 3 minutes since they got Roche? What? Time flies with this stage of the game.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Very
2
action-packed
minutes left.
later stage of the game.
He says as Gyro farms Ancients.
Yeah. Dude, by the way, the Night Stalker committed. He is status resistance, man. He took the ascetic cap as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
You cannot initiate on this guy. I almost want to see, like, SD put an ulti on him or something. Just see how short duration it would be.
And they're already limited stuns on VP. Just don't last on the Night Stalker at all.
Yeah, no. He shrugs them off. Our Spirit is out there. Looking for some items for his team.
VP just fully held in the base. Now the net is wrapped around them. I'll send some Spidlings out to scout and, I don't know, maybe try and grab the wave. But this is where you should have your squadron of couriers, right? Flying out, dragging waves around, delaying this push coming in. Because a one-move smoke and a stab into the heart of VP's base here could just be the end of this series. And Templar Assassin showing herself on that top wave. Gyro steps forward, the blink back from Nande gets the distance away from any form of bat initiation. And Gyro starts to work on the tier 4s while Bat tries to get on Nande. Go Scepter to dodge the damage. And is safe for now.
And pops into his smoke again. He has the ninja gear. He'll be back.
Roll deep past the Gyro. Trying to get on this Enchantress, it looks like. Gyro still with his Aegis. Pops the Satanic to stay alive and heal back up to full. While Ogre's brought down by the flat cannon hits and Gyro gets the kill on him and looks to notice the damage out of TA, kills Bat, and Broodmother gets back to Fountain while Gyro's about to die.
Dropped once.
First life claimed up. Batrider brought back, but is the backup coming to save Gyro from this TA? Can they get Woe out of danger? It looks like he might just be dead to Nande. The TA shreds the Gyro. Disruption there saves Squadix, and one move getting turned on. VP defend their base and hold.
Definitely have the damage. Some buybacks being used as well. This is why you have to be very cautious with one move. Fighting this close to the base is not easy. Somehow, without Glyph, VP make a fantastic hold. They do have the MKB on Brood and the MKB on the TA as well, so the once tanky Gyrocopter with his butterfly really just can't stand his ground anymore. He actually goes back for a... Was that a Manta style switch? Interesting. He's trying to get creative to solve the problems he's having, like disjoint the auto attacks from TA with Manta illusions.
VP just challenging themselves again. Game 1 challenge, first pick Morphling, deal with AA, success. Game 3 challenge, Mega Creeps, push back, come back.
Yeah, we can definitely call it that. Oof, the Blade Mail doing so much damage onto the poor Batrider. 506 damage from Blade Mail. Our Spirit ulti, of course, as well. Taking him down.
This next big item from Night Stalker definitely could help. The Blink Abyssal Blade. Good amount of stuns to just stop the TA from doing that damage. Notice Broodmother's going to step away from that Night Stalker.
Yeah, just casually going to walk the other way. That's been a very effective play this game. Walking away from people.
There's not many stuns in this game, are there?
It's pretty low disable. I mean, one move have pretty decent with Pango Roll and Batrider, but it's mostly ultimates.
Yeah, no consistent short cooldown ones, that's for sure.
Nope.
Yeah, soon we're going to have, what, Abyssal Blade, Night Stalker.
Basher on the Broodmother now, so adding up to that man-fighting potential.
Pango's buying Refresher Orb? So not finishing off upgraded Abyssal or Diffusal or anything like that.
Yeah, would have thought that maybe, you know, a Shivas or Assault Cuirass on him would be priority with his Lotus, or with his Plate Mill, but... Yeah, once Refresher, once more ulti.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like even when he's in the ulti form, TA just slaps him a few times and he dies, so... I'd almost have preferred to see him go for more tankiness. Timing's coming up.
I went back and looked at his courier. I thought there was going to be a Shivas on the courier, but apparently not.
Yeah. We have the Dark Ascension cooldown talent for Night Stalker, by the way, so only 80 seconds cooldown on that. I have the ulti available almost always. I'm surprised he was able to hold off the urge to take the 100 attack speed from Hunter in the Night with a Basher in his inventory as well.
The urge.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing a vampire after all.
The dark urge to take the attack speed.
Grief, your team buy a Midas.
Do it now. Well, wait for minute 60 for that, hey?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like
so the
people
Pango-
play the Dark Urge Baldur's Gate or something. I sometimes play the Dark Urge Dota, you know? For a full day, I just listen to all my bad ideas.
Your your base instincts.
Yes, let's call it that.
What are they then? Just pick TA?
You don't need BKB. It'll be fine. Buy a Daedalus. Rapier
That's
looks good here. That's the kind of voice I have in my back of my head.
That's the one. Yeah, mine is kind of similar. Don't buy Solar Crest as a POS 5.
Who needs that?
Buy Aghanim Scepter.
Have you seen Moonshard and Enchantress? You can do so much damage. He's actually doing it right now. Look at that. And she's going for the Moonshard.
She is, yeah. Get more attack speed.
The Urge.
Scale it up.
Radiant are
Buy Radiance. It's a good item now.
It's great. The 47-minute Radiance, my favorite on Edge.
Just roleplay as Naga Siren. It's fine.
After what we saw earlier today, I don't think I want to be a Naga Siren, man.
No, he does.
Hero looks like shit.
Yeah. Gone from being booed when it's picked at TI3. I remember being at a pub stomp for, I think it must have been TI3 or TI4, and like Naga got picked on a TV, not even at the live event. The entire pub booed. Like that's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
That does sound like the reaction. I mean, that's appropriate, to be fair. Hero wants to farm. Naga is fun for 1 out of the 10 players and for not that many viewers. You know, about the same ratio to the viewership.
I'm trying. I mean, it must have been the Radiance time, but I can't. It was PL who did the Tranquils Radiance,
Hold
right?
up,
Naga
Gareth.
wasn't.
They're coming. They're moving
No
out.
yapping.
But VP,
What the heck?
they don't respect the yappers' time.
This is meant to be our time to yap.
Creep waves are soon
Squad X.
pushing in. Mega creeps are gonna make this obvious. And we see
And?
one move just backing out, so limited time for VP. Keeping back to defend on Earth Spirits. A little bit awkward to keep fighting.
The waves are in.
Oh no.
Well, Roshan's alive in 5 and TA knows it. So it looks like, oh, there's a creep inside the Roche bit.
Don't have Earth Spirits. How are you gonna fight this?
They just want to come and kill Roche,
Oh, no.
but I guess they can't. The TP's out. Successful for most. The Ogre, maybe not. The Lasso is there. The long, long TP.
He's always the last man. Alright, please. And he doesn't
At
have
least it was
buyback.
him and not the TA, though.
Yeah, but no buyback on him is -1 player. With the Aegis timing, they know he doesn't have buyback because, you know, he committed it. It's not even missing gold or anything.
That's not good.
Yeah, they should realize that this is a power spike.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They are beelining straight towards the base. Gonna have to make a miraculous hold with only 4 people.
Against Aegis Cheese. You know, it's no longer a 5v5 with defender's advantage and buybacks.
Yeah.
It's now a 5v4 where the 5 has Aegis Cheese.
Yeah, and Pango already queued up the travels. I think he's ready to buy back and buy travels and get back in there.
Clever.
Yeah, man understands the power spike.
The TA traps, the maze. You gotta bypass all this first. But banner on the floor, gyro up at the front, throne exposed. VP have a glyph and a dream to try and hold.
Brood is melting.
Getting blown up just by the gyro flat cannon. The Night Stalker jumping Squad X means the Earth Spirit's in trouble, bashed up and taken out. A double buyback from VP, but the throne still in trouble. Squad X will go back in to reapply the magnetize, and Notice keeps going on this Night Stalker to take him out. Triple S buys back, Enchantress being brought
Gyro?
down quickly,
He's
but the
dying?
throne is still falling. Gyro dies once, Aegis claimed, but in come the mega creeps around
Oh!
the flag. Roshan, Gyro, the big man, stands his ground, kills the throne. He may as well be Roshan at this point because he is the owner of this map. Comes out of his cave and says, "Good night, VP." Down you go to the lower bracket.
And one move just on fire today.